Welcome there, traveller. Please, take a seat, grab a drink, and enjoy the Sunday session.
Sudden death?
Sudden death. Dun, 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 dun.
Now,
You have to do the intro
I
now.
remembered we ended the episode with me giving Rin a big hug.
He died.
He
Yeah, I gave him a big hug.
He tried to
smoked.
heal him.
You killed your friend.
I didn't do it deliberately.
You did, though.
I tried to heal him.
No. Graham did it deliberately. Ulrich was trying to help.
Yeah, Ulrich was being very helpful. He tried to heal him, it didn't work. He thought by getting closer to him, it might help him out.
You gave the shit out of it. Let's call a fucking shovel a shovel, right?
Ulrich, it made perfect sense that Ulrich would do those things.
Let's just move on and not try and justify it anymore. Because I only want to argue with you, and I feel like that's all we'd be doing. So let's just move on. It's happened. Now we can just
But yeah,
do the next thing.
in the whole thing from last session, which was last year and quite some time ago at this point, you guys went through the crypts area, looked at some
Sneaking
crypts.
around Strahd's basement.
Might
Yep.
need to have another look at that map, because I can't entirely remember where we were in it.
So I think
you're
we were like...
sneaking around. You met an imp.
Oh yeah, there was an imp.
There was
We
an imp.
got fucked up by a shitload
Did we
of
kill the
bats.
imp? Or did it run off?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. I very specifically turned the imp into mush.
Yeah.
You found some teleporting tiles.
Played around with him for a little bit.
Yep.
We decided,
Wow.
hey, we'll take the tiles with us. Only to find out it was more of a mosaic.
Yeah. But it's like 5 foot, 5 foot by 5 foot fucking tile, and you're not going to cart that around easily.
Would have been fun.
Yeah, but we could.
Could have yes
I
and
mean, it
us.
doesn't have to be easily.
It's like just walking around with this teleportation device. It only takes you in one very specific grave.
You say that like it's not incredibly useful.
Yeah, and we
You
could-
say that like if we had it in real life, it wouldn't completely revolutionize the world.
Yeah. Because we could carry that grave somewhere else as
I mean,
well.
all you really need to do is just put it on the other side of the world, and you got instant travel from one side to the other.
To one side, to another very specific point
Hey,
on the other side.
Make a port there.
It's still better technology than we have now.
True. Okay, yeah, fair enough. You guys have revolutionized travel and not been able to do anything with it.
We could push it into the river and slowly flood the entire castle.
Hey, Ryan. I get my Earth Elemental to dig out a giant chunk of that and then toss it into the river.
I don't know.
How does he like running water now?
Hey. I have plumbing now. What is wrong?
Apart from that,
Basement swimming pool.
Nico, he's your cousin. Let's go swimming.
Nicolaj.
yeah, so you found teleporting tiles. You found a grave that the teleporting tiles went to. You found...
A mystical barrier that Strahd
Yep.
appeared behind.
Yep.
No, it didn't be
He,
behind it.
he definitely appeared behind it.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Definitely
behind.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you can see through, but you can't get through.
Okay, I didn't realize.
So it's not
behind.
completely a barrier because light travels through it.
So you got to get yourself traveling
words,
at the speed of
it's
light
not a
and turn
wall.
yourself into a photon, which is both a particle and a wavelength simultaneously.
Or air.
That was in a Justice League comic I read one time. There was like a force field, and they're like, I can see him through the force field. So like the atom shrunk down and wrote a light particle in there and fucked up Darkseid. It was great.
I mean, his whole tactic is literally just go up there, person's ass, and expand yourself.
Anyone, I mean, that. Yeah, anyone
No,
who can
no,
get small
no,
and large.
Yep.
That movie's been renamed to Paul Rudd Has a Shitty Day.
I did see an interview with Paul Rudd where they asked him, "Oh, what do you think should this should have happened?" Or there's been this meme about you expanding what's his name's ass, and then he's just like, "I think that was definitely a storyline that could have been looked at more closely."
I think it was looked at as closely as it really needed to be, which is
Yeah.
by the fans and never by the writers.
Yeah,
He's a national treasure.
he is
Thanos.
He's old.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These look delicious.
and he looks.
They look like
These
caramels.
look like toffees.
like butterscotch.
For those listening, I got some dice for Christmas, and I'm sharing it with the rest of the party, and they seem to be enjoying them.
Mine looks like a strawberry candy.
Yours look like
strawberries
kind of
and
like those
cream.
chili warheads.
Yes. Does that have 220s? Oh, that's right. I misread it. Yeah, so you found an invisible barrier. You couldn't find the source of the barrier to shut it down with dispel magic. Strahd mocked you from the other side, but the sword did affect him. The light from the sword did affect him through the barrier.
Like a magic thing.
I tried sticking the sword through, but it didn't like it.
Nope, that was pain for the sword.
Yeah. And then what's his name came in
And then Rin turned up, and
on our side of the barrier.
yes,
And then he got killed.
he did.
Hard.
And then he smoked.
He's still a vampire, though, so...
I would like to ask a question. Do we know what his sword and amulet can do?
Have you
Like-
told them?
Like,
I mean, you haven't asked, but
would
what?
Mordenkainen have shared that information?
Yeah, because he had the amulet for ages.
Oh, he did mention stuff about like vampire stopping capacity, but it needed to be used by a holy wielder rather than.
But like,
Okay.
would he have told us like, oh, it can shed light or it can hold a vampire?
Can I try and use the amulet?
Sure.
Hey, listen. Could I have a look at that? Look, you got your hands full. You got your shiny sword and whatnot. Maybe I'll just see if I can figure out a combination of this here little amulet. What's it?
Go right ahead. Are you?
While this is all happening, can I try and get the Earth Elemental to tunnel around the barrier?
You can try, yeah.
Cool.
Actually, it doesn't. Oh, requires attunement by a cleric or paladin of good alignment.
Yeah.
You're open to try it, but yes.
Look. It's a world of imagination and possibilities. I'm a raven person.
That's true.
Okay, so you got this thing. It's like a metallic, looks like a sun with a ruby in the middle of it.
Kind of bite it to make sure it's real.
Oh yeah. You
Break a tooth.
You've got this you've had this brown tooth in your mouth for a little while.
Hey.
You take one little bite.
Hey,
of it.
no. Wick is very careful about his oral hygiene. He sharpens his beak on a rock as often as he can.
Well,
Is that an actual thing birds do?
yeah.
Okay.
Magpies and crows definitely do it,
Fair enough.
and kookaburras, kingfishers.
Kookaburras are vicious.
I said kingfishers.
Oh.
I
Yes,
mean,
they are also
pretty
vicious.
much most animals are vicious if you get them cornered.
Yeah, they make their beaks into a spear.
Except for quokkas, they're adorable. Sorry, I had a whole thing the other day.
Also bandicoots.
If I could digress for just a second. I had a whole thing the other day. There was like a dollop talking about squid fights
All right.
and how people used to think that squids were specifically very dumb. Or octopus fights.
Octopi.
They thought octopus were really dumb because octopus would just swim up to people and like come up and touch people that came into their environment. And it's actually that octopus are really intelligent and they were just curious about the things coming into their environment. So people were all like, this animal's fucking dumb, and they killed them wholesale because they were coming up to them. They're actually very intelligent. People thought the same thing about dodos, that dodos were specifically dumb to the point where, like, dumb as a dodo is a thing, because they had no fear of humans.
Yeah.
They were probably very intelligent birds, just curious about the people coming into their environment and didn't have fear
And
of...
we ate them because
And then we ate them because they were delicious. Sorry, that was my digression. We can go back to the story already in progress.
Yeah, you have this metal amulet in your hand. Looks like a sun with a ruby set into the center of it. It's definitely metal. You've tested that with your teeth testing capacity.
Beak testing.
I put it on.
Yep.
Does it work?
You guys feel like something just like cold metal sitting against your chest. Just the rattle of it. And
Can rogues use? Because you can use magical items, can't you?
It's an ability I get in a couple levels.
Oh, okay. Yep.
and yeah, it just feels like a metal weight around your neck.
I try and use it.
Just poop a little.
So one of the
Hold on,
things
hold
it
on.
can do
I've got a sound effect
is sunlight. So it can produce sunlight.
Is there? I know it has numerous charges. Is there a thing on there that only uses one charge rather than a lot of charges?
So hold vampire is 1 charge.
That's
Turn
a hard one
undead
to
is
do.
3 charges, and sunlight is 5. We don't have any vampires around to test.
Or do we?
We probably don't want vampires around to test it. Maybe, but yeah.
Is there any way I could test to see if I can use this artifact?
Roll wisdom.
Hey, I'm going to use this new dice.
Yeah.
What's my wisdom? A wisdom save or a wisdom check?
Check.
It's a +2. It's a 15.
You sort of try and like channel your will essentially into this here. And yeah, for all the straining you've done, you've possibly just burst a capillary in your eye.
Or just giving yourself a hernia. Or...
You've just Joe Biden your own eye.
What?
Gross. Or you've just pooped a
The
little
whole
bit.
thing where he's like
All
he's got, like, the
of the
bruise or
above,
something.
okay? All of the above.
But yeah, you don't feel like this is anything more than just an inanimate piece of metal in your hands.
But shiny.
It's got some sharp edges on it. You could probably throw it.
Like a ninja star.
Yeah, basically like a ninja star.
I was trying to get like all resource allocation on this business because there's no way Chuckles over here is giving up his sword, so...
No.
Well, I
Could
can't. Like, even if I wanted to.
Why?
Well, it's got to... Like, it's got to want to be with... Like, doesn't it attune to the person who...
Oh, you're one of the. You're going to hang on to it because you think it's going to leave if it meets other people.
I mean, you can...
You're in a toxic relationship with your magic sword. It's okay.
Do you want to try the sword? Because I have others. Like,
I somehow don't think Ulrich would want to give up the magic laser sword that he just got.
You haven't stopped talking about how cool your laser
I
sword
mean,
is.
yeah, but I would share it.
I'll take off the medallion. I'll hand it back.
No, you are correct. Like, we need to... Not everything should be held by me because I can't do... I can only do 1 action a turn, so...
We'll get to this later. Now isn't the time for like if you want to give up the sword, we'll do that as a thing, not as a like, hey, we're just going to shuffle some equipment around in the middle of a something else.
Yeah, you guys got a time frame on this now as well because you know that Strahd knows you're there, and
he probably knows that we defeated his lackey.
there's a good chance about that as well.
So yes, trying to tunnel past the barrier.
All right.
Sorry. Can we actually see the map again? Because I wouldn't mind knowing... So... We're up here?
Yeah, we're there. Yeah,
Okay. And so the barrier is on the door?
yeah.
Okay.
not-
And
not
so we
physically printed on.
were originally aiming for over here.
Yeah.
That's where we were going.
And
And then you teleported
these
over
little
here.
glow
And
bits
then-
here are
then
the tiles that
And
teleport
then
you.
that sent us over here. So
Yeah.
Like 14
Yeah.
or 18 or something around that mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
you chucklefucks got distracted by the magic barrier. And I'm just like, shit, Strahd's gonna get us. Well. Hey, all 3 of you guys like started going towards it. I'm just like,
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Well, I say we probably still look at the other side, but it's worth, I guess, trying to get past this. But if we can't do it in like the next 5 minutes, we should probably just look at the other side.
Oh, hold on. First up, is your little rocky friend making any headway over there?
You hear the groaning of stone against stone, and
What was that again?
It's
Earth
Earth
Elemental.
Elemental. He's got for a little bit longer.
But what were you
got it
getting
for
him
an
to
hour.
do?
Yeah.
Smash
He's
through
trying
the
to
wall to try
go
and
through a
get past
wall
the
to get
barrier.
around the barrier.
Okay,
You see it basically like pulling like chunks of stone off the wall, and basically there's this very slow form rock slide happening from this wall. Like it's gotten through the main bits of actual like formed brickwork, and it's now in sort of the actual like compacted soil between that and the. And then at a certain point, it's like it's just clawing through this bit of compacted soil, and then you hear this as it sort of hits
hits the barrier.
the barrier, which is
Bugger.
encapsulating this whole area.
Damn it. Well, should we?
Can we just quickly, before
Yes.
moving back to the other side, can I investigate
Yeah.
the barrier to see if there's anything that looks like it might be something to deactivate the barrier thing?
No, sorry.
Like what kind of check would that? An investigation check?
Investigation. This is you said it in the way you described it.
That is a 25.
Okay. What you can see,
I hate how high your skill checks are. It's just like
I got a plus
win,
8 to
win,
investigation.
win.
you are sort of like looking over this thing here. You poke a knife at the actual barrier, and every time you feel like tension, and then you almost feel like kinetic energy like pushing it back again. So like if you try and push too hard, it's probably going to push back just as hard back again. So the harder you push it.
Wait,
Basically,
so this is a June shield.
Does the slow knife go through the shield?
I didn't even mean that one.
I did
We need
try
a las
gently
pistol.
pushing against
Yeah.
it.
yeah, and
We
it
need a
didn't
las pistol. It'll set off
Because it's just
essentially a nuke this entire place, but it would work. It would probably kill Strahd.
It would probably also kill us.
Yeah. Well,
It's not literally
Yeah.
June shielding.
It
It's just
could
the way I
be.
decided to describe it just then.
It could be.
It may have been deeply embedded in my brain from when I read that book like 30 fucking years ago.
We are living in the
20 years ago.
We are living in the far, far future. This could be a June shield.
It could be a June shield.
Yeah.
It's not a June shield.
It's
But
not-
why not?
it's
I
not.
want a June shield.
Brian already said it's not a June shield.
You're actually in Barovia, Arrakis.
Barovacus.
that would explain the sandworms.
Anything from that investigation to...
What you get is like you sort of investigate the actual barrier, and you realise that like there's kinetic energy pushback and so forth. What you do as you're sort of glancing through, you can see this every time you poke the knife against. There is a series of runes inside the room near that sort of gargoyle, that bronze gargoyle that Strahd disappeared through. Every time you sort of push against it, these runes just like light up a little bit. That's
So
what you get with
someone
the
has runes
investigation
as a
room, but
language,
the
right?
runes are in the magic that maintains this thing is inside the room.
Can you destroy that gargoyle with your magic?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to see if I can.
So, that teleporty thing took us to inside one of the... What are they? They're like
Crypts.
crypt
Sarcophagi.
The way Mage Hand works is that a floating hand appears at a point I choose.
Uh-huh.
Does that have to pass through the barrier?
So
Or
you
can,
try-
I,
you
can,
try.
I, can I just poof it on the other side of the barrier?
You can try.
I'll try.
I thought you could. Unless it's anti-magic or something, but...
Or can I
Sure.
poof Dave through the barrier?
You can also try that.
I'll try both.
You'll try both?
I would
Yeah.
try the mage hand first, because Dave might be pissed off if something bad happens to him.
That's a fair point.
Just to...
Mage Hand first.
Okay.
thing.
So you go through the incantations for Mage Hand, and you feel it sort of like complete. Nothing appears on the other side.
Alright, it's Dave's turn.
Kidding.
So, these crypt things appear to be linked with our general environment. Maybe one of the crypts around here might have something to do with it. Just an idea.
Can I...
Because he's got to still get in there.
Okay. What do you want to check?
I don't know. Just have a look
Start
at...
smacking every one of them open.
Don't come to me with half a thing.
Well, like, let's have
Start
a look
number
in
one
the
and just
nearby
work your way
crypts.
through.
I mean, I also think we should just look at the other side, because we know how to get through that. I think. Or
That room must be perfectly balanced because, like, I'm assuming that's like a magic sphere, which, under the assumption that the sphere is not beholden to anything other than gravity, if there's something on that side of the room that's particularly heavy, it'll just counterbalance the entire thing.
Or it's
What? Wait,
or it's a
what?
magic
Sorry,
square.
start that again. What?
So,
It could be a magic cube.
well, like, how does the barrier go around? Is it like square or is it?
I mean, we'd have
It
to...
does seem circular.
Okay.
It could
Spherical,
be a
or-
could be a cylinder.
Because I'm just.
What?
I'm looking at
just so
I'm,
Ryan, the GM.
I'm
the
looking
GM
right now, right on the inside of the DM screen. There's all the different ways of magic can be done. It's a cone, a cube, a sphere, and a cylinder,
Okay.
Skewed.
and a cylinder. Squared.
Would getting the Earth Elemental to use its Earth Glide to tunnel directly under where that is, but not still past the barrier,
Right.
and then just excavate as much Earth as possible.
Do you want to sink the whole place?
Yeah, I want to sink. I want to sink where that gargoyle is.
Listen,
Or is that not a
Narlag, I don't think this is gonna work.
It also might take a while. We don't have that long.
Fair point.
We
gonna
are
take them.
right now in a vampire's basement, and he knows we're here.
If
Yeah.
you've got nothing,
And the DM's scrolling through the list of things in this place to see what's coming next.
and that,
Okay.
and
Let's
go to
run
that room.
to the other
how about,
side.
if the Earth Elemental, we don't need the Earth Elemental to do anything else. Get him to do that, and we'll come back.
Well, how much longer do I have on the Earth Elemental?
Oh, like.
Is
You
this-
summoned it mid-fight, so you probably got like 50 minutes still.
Is this
Wait,
another
it's-
one that will get pissed off at the end of the?
It's another one that might get pissed off. So when I've got like 10 minutes left, I'm sending it in another direction and just go on a rampage. Just have fun. Just destroy the castle.
Follow your bliss.
How about do that 20 minutes before?
Look, 10 minutes isn't enough for us to get the fuck
We're
away.
we're going to check the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me just scroll back down to that section.
Okay. So
Jumping over the teleporting tile.
Okay.
yeah, can we jump over it?
It's 5 feet.
I can
Also,
jump 5
also,
feet.
like
I can jump
you said,
5
the
feet.
sarcophagi on either side of it.
Yeah.
Can we just climb over the sarcophagi?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
No, I jump it.
Well, that's because you're a rogue and you get like stupid skills and everything. But fine.
All right. You
I
go.
will-
And he's got strength a billion, so he could basically.
It's not strength a billion. It's not even.
It's 11
18.
billion.
There we go. See, we're there.
I do a cool flip.
I walk around it.
Roll
like a sane
acrobatics,
person.
please.
I have a look in one of the sarcophagi.
Which one?
The left one.
Oh, of the two that are sort of near this door.
I got a 22 on my acrobatics.
Oh, you do a flip. It's a cool flip.
I do a cool
guys.
flip.
That was a really cool flip.
No, like just like watches and goes.
All right. Did you say left
That's
or
what,
right?
that's what I live
The
for.
left.
The left is actually one you guys had to look at before. You saw it before. It was the one to General Croval Mad Dog Agrizek, Master of the Hunt.
Then the right.
Fucking works.
I mean, like, look, if we're gonna open all of these, like, I'll just get the Earth Elementals to go around and smash them.
We can't.
this one says
We don't-
Grelmore Nimble Knobs.
Nimble knobs.
What happens? So can I
Nimble
open
knobs.
it and look in?
Nimble Knobs. Wizard.
I love my nimble knobs.
Ordinaire. I nearly said
Ordinaire.
I nearly said extraordinaire and realised that's not what they wrote there. They very specifically said
Ordinaire.
ordinaire.
Are these like people's that was important to Strahd's family, or is like these
We're
part of
important to the
part of Strahd's family?
important to the country. I would.
You
think.
have no idea.
Yeah, I would think more important to the country, given that this is meant to be the rulers.
Because
But
Sir
anyway.
Klutz, who fell on his sword, that doesn't strike me as someone who seems particularly important. So, or was it Klutz?
Maybe.
Klutz Tripovsky or Tripovsky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Klutz Tripolutsky.
Yeah. Hey, maybe he did it at a really opportune time. Save the world.
Ow. Why did you make me turn?
Yeah. What happens if I open it?
I hate you.
Give me a strength check.
Sorry.
Give me a strength check. Push this marble slab off the top of this sarcophagus.
I'm gonna say 15 or 16.
I'm going to say those are numbers.
Precision is what we're looking for today.
16.
All right. With a bit of a real grunt of effort and so forth, you sort of slowly slide this, just like push, and just sort of nudging this thing along. Underneath, you see the corpse of a man. When you see the remains of like the long white beard, the skin's drawn tight over his skull and bones. He's got dusty red robes, and clutching to his chest, sort of held in between in both hands, that is sort of nailed over it, is a wooden staff with a brass knob at one end and a marble knob at the other.
Take it.
No.
Take it.
No. I'm gonna move away before you take it.
I may try and carry it. Do I get any magics off of this?
I'm gonna specifically.
How cool is it?
I'm gonna move away first.
How baller is it?
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move away.
I'm going to do an
Because
Arcana
it's
check.
cursed or something.
Okay.
Don't be a pussy.
Oh.
I got a 1.
You don't tend to notice any magic about it.
Cool. I'll carry it.
So you're going to grab it out of his hands?
I'm going to grab it out of my mage hand.
Oh, so you're going to grab it with mage hand. Okay. you have this quarterstaff with a marble end at one end and a brass knob at the other.
A warlock staff has 2 knobs on the end.
Oh boy.
Do
So-
magic with it.
So when he took the thing, nothing happened.
The whole body sort of like just like rattles and sort of shakes and slides slightly off to the side. Yeah.
I get the earth elemental to punch the skeleton into dust. I don't do that.
No.
That seems like a pretty
We're
shit.
going to keep going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Can I use the crypt to jump over the
This particular one?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
17 plus whatever. Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yep.
24.
You sort of just vault your way over the top and just neatly go head over the other side of the top.
I do
You've already done
superhero
a
landing.
cool flip.
I did a cool flip.
I do a superhero landing.
Of course
I
you do.
use my new stick to, like, pole vault myself over.
Athletics, please.
I don't.
I mean, you
I
can-
already said I'm climbing over one of the crypts.
Okay.
Just because, like, it's,
Athletics with a
Yeah.
lower difficulty now.
do I have to get, like, a 5?
You got a 20.
20. You should have done the vault.
Yeah, you should have done the vault. Would look cooler.
Okay, so
It would have, but that's
climbing your
not
way over, because you're sort of like just easily picking your way over. Roll me perception as you're climbing over this one.
Strahd bodily tackles you.
10?
You can see basically where that wizard's body is sort of like shifted off to the side as you pull the thing out of his hands. There's there's like a recess in the bottom of the marble slab that was underneath him. It's about the same. Well, it's just basically like a ball socket recess.
Mage hand, open it.
Put the staff
Recess.
in it.
Put the staff
Oh,
in it.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I put the staff in it.
It's a recess that's about, like...
Look, you said ball socket. You didn't say looks kind of like the staff's end.
Well, that's going to be too fucking. That's me just telling you what to do.
Let's
I gave you a description
let's take a vote of who immediately got that.
Which end are you putting in?
The marble end.
Marble end.
Oh, there's
okay.
a choice. That means one of them's going to be bad.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, well, given the coffin is made out of marble already.
All right. You stick the end in there. You feel it sort of like click into place, even though there's no sort of mechanism or anything involved. And then
You die instantly.
Or you summon Strahd or something horrible.
you feel like you're the same sensation when you're on the boat. You just feel like you're standing on something solid, but it's not solid underneath it. It's just like the whole thing just sort of shifts slightly.
Is Dave looking at me start to float in the air?
Well, you're essentially, you are now floating. You are beginning to float with the slab beneath you is just floating up about 5-10 feet in the air, and then just sort of drifts off.
I try and use the staff as like a steering rod.
Okay, give me a strength check.
15.
Try as you might, it is basically just like locked in place. You can hang on to it. It's basically like a pole you can hang on to on the train to stop falling over when it stops.
Where's he going?
But
Does it continue going up?
no,
or-
after it sort of moves up and out of the sarcophagus, it sort of stops. So you're essentially 5 feet off the ground because it's sort of flipped itself off and lifted itself out of the grave and just slid off to the side.
What's underneath it?
Roll investigate.
I'm going to roll with my dice because I don't trust your poison dice. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Underneath there is a small black leather case.
I grab that case. Cool. I jump back over the tile and I grab that case.
Or I
Well,
could
you
just
could-
mage hand grab that case.
So yep.
Fuck off.
Like I've been trying to do safely, like everything else.
Fuck off. I grab the case.
You have the case.
What's in the case?
What's in the case?
Okay, opening it up.
Hold on. I'll check that it's not obviously trapped like the many other cases that have spat poison at me previously.
You're not in Vokta House anymore. So why would this possibly be filled with needles?
Look.
I mean, there was an imp nearby.
I have nightmares about cases spitting needles at me now.
Uh-huh.
So
They were more of a box than a leather case.
all right, well I open it then.
Roll a dex save. No.
Shit.
No. You open it up, and there is there are 3 rolled up pieces of paper, parchment.
I unroll one of them.
Okay.
Hey, there's parchment in here, guys. Guys, I found some parchments.
Parchments.
Parchments. I gotta read them. Just a sec.
Are you like out of the radius of potentially getting hit by this floating?
I'm assuming he's still just sitting down at the bottom of the box.
I'm like cross-legged underneath in the spot where it was sitting, going, I found some parchments.
Why are you saying it like that?
What? Like what?
Parchments.
Parchments.
Whereas I'm basically sitting there, shield ready, sword ready, waiting for something to be.
He's found a book. Kill him.
Waiting for something to be summoned.
He's found a book. Burn it. Like you're not sitting in the divot, are you?
I'll move to the side.
Good. Okay. I try to unlock the thing.
Okay, if you pull it directly up, it detaches, and you hear like a click sound, and the thing just like wobbles back and starts dropping back down into there.
Alright, cool.
The parchment that you opened up, roll me investigation.
I want to do Arcana on one of them.
22.
And also roll me a d6, or roll me a d3 essentially.
3.
Cool. Right. This one here, you've pulled one of the three parchments out. You start looking over it. It looks
Did
like
I choose poorly?
You didn't really choose. You rolled. This is fate and destiny. No, you're looking at this, and this is the most confusing fucking recipe for God only knows what. It's set out like you would write down instructions on how to make food, but none of this stuff makes sense.
Nale tries to read this.
It asks for things like a tuft of fur and a rod of amber, crystal, or glass.
This is some magic nonsense, isn't it?
It's a magic thing.
But most of the rest of the script is in just like this weird scrolling, a little bit similar to the runes you could see in Strahd's little chamber thing with the barrier. Similar-esque, but yeah.
Read this, magic man. See what you can get of it.
Please.
Bad.
You know it's a spell for lightning bolt.
Okay. The other ones?
Just pointing out, so we can get into this other room.
Yeah, like we should probably keep going into this other room while
Yeah,
Nale...
you definitely can.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Fucking someone wants to push the phone.
I mean, like, yeah, like we really should keep moving because we're doing nothing.
Yeah,
We just found stuff.
We did, but we
Engaging with the stuff we just found is
well,
not
so
like...
if you want to go over the other two while these two explore ahead, you can do that. Or if you want to stick together as a group of 3,
We should definitely split
and
up.
not be dead.
I mean,
what-
I'm going to stay with them, but like, is it possible for me to try and read them while walking?
You can okay. Roll me just an Arcana check for the other two, just to basically so you can
Yeah,
glance
but-
over them and get an idea. There you go.
You ever try reading your phone while you're walking through the city in a crowd of people?
Yes, all the time. It works. It just works.
Doesn't work.
Why do you not do it?
Essentially, you manage to skim these. It's not enough to be able to learn the spell, but it's enough to just go, okay, this is a scroll of X, this is a scroll of Y. You have 3 scrolls: one of cone of cold, one of fireball, one of lightning bolt.
Nice.
Those are good spells.
Those are
Yeah.
good spells.
I give. Can you use scrolls?
Anyone can use a scroll.
Can I have Can I have the fireball one?
I'll give you the fireball one. Because.
Mr. fucking I don't fuck with magic all of a sudden gets to fuck with magic.
I keep the cone of cold, and Ulrich, would you like the lightning bolt scroll?
You kid. I eat lightning bolt scrolls for breakfast.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
It's very chewy.
I mean, this is a thing of, hey, he gets it too. We divvy up the loot.
You can now
'cause we're
spend one of
funny.
your actions to cause a lightning bolt.
I like how we're just brushing over the fact that why you fucked off in the last fight.
Yeah. I know.
How,
Fuck that guy.
Him fucking off is just oh, cool, we all get magic now.
All right.
Yeah, we probably should cover that fact. I'm sorry, I completely brushed it off. yeah, you guys have not seen hide nor hair of Wyu since the Rin fight.
Wizards.
Yeah, he's done this before. I'm sure he'll come back at some point.
He has actually done this before.
Probably got scared.
Almost definitely. He is not a courageous man.
Ouch. There's also the fact that he lost control of his own mind. That's going to mess with a fella. Unless you don't have the faculties to understand what happened.
It messed me up totally.
All right.
My mind wasn't controlled, so...
Stepping down into this larger tomb area. There are white marble steps that descend to a tomb that is got a vaulted ceiling about 30 feet overhead. There's a stillness, a calm amid the storm. So that sort of feeling in this space. In the center of the tomb, a white marble slab supports an intricately inlaid coffin. Chiseled into the slab name is Sergei von Zarevich. To the north, behind the coffin, is 3 alcoves, a beautifully carved statue in each alcove. A stunning young man flanked by 2 angels, looking as polished as a stunning young man flanked by 2 angels, looking as polished and as new as the day each were placed there. An iron lever protrudes from the south wall west of the tomb's entrance.
Sergei is the sword, right?
Yes.
Or at least part of him is.
What does the sword think about this?
You tapping into the emotions of the sword?
Touch the sword to the tomb.
Yeah.
I just remembered a spell I have. I have Speak with Dead. We can get the sword to talk to Sergei. Kind of.
Would that create a feedback loop or something?
Definitely. Kaboom!
What's the sword do?
Yeah, what... I mean...
Okay,
Yeah.
you basically make that sort of emotional link with the sword, and it's got this sort of serene feeling. It's essence sort of acknowledging its own mortality. It's essentially it's recognizing where it is and what lies in the tomb in front of you. It's mournful, but sort of accepting of the circumstance. You don't get any sort of like anger or anything out of it. It's just like this is what it is. It is, this is the circle of life, so to speak. This is the end point for the for one.
So you said there were 3 alcoves.
With a statue on each of them. The middle one's got a young man, and each of the left and the right ones are angels.
I'm assuming the young man looks like Sergei.
Actually, you guys have seen that woodcut, the woodcut of him. This is clearly a statue of Sergei.
Fair
Can
enough.
I investigate the statues? Or are they just statues?
You can investigate.
I rolled a 1.
I'll investigate the statues in the alcoves. And, yeah. I got to 3. Actually, it's -1, so I got to 2.
I got to 18.
Well, someone had to fucking look at these things and go, "Oh, hang on,
Hold on a sec.
that's a fucking statue right there."
I'm not blind.
What's with that very pale man standing in the corner?
Hello.
Hello. How do you do, sir?
He doesn't seem very
You have chosen poorly.
Poorly.
Which one of the 3 were you investigating?
Whichever one those 2 chuckle fucks weren't.
Which Chucklefuck number 1? Which one were you investigating?
The middle
Angel,
one?
the middle one. You're going for Sergei.
Yeah.
Chucklefuck number 2.
Whatever. I didn't even find the statues. I got a 1. I'm over here.
So essentially, you're looking at one of the statues. You're looking over this visage of this is a seraphim-ass fucking angel.
Does this remind me of the angel that we already saw that one time?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
incredibly so.
Like with wings and everything.
Wings and everything, down to the finest detail. You would say this is a statue of that particular angel.
Is it virtually identical to the other angel?
No.
Oh.
But they're both angel ass angels.
But they're very distinct from each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Interesting.
I wish I had some kind of camera now.
Is this you?
Please explain! Gonna go Pauline Hanson's
I'm going
ass.
to try and open up the sarcophagus or whatever it was.
I was actually
coffin.
going to ask, how does your sword feel about us opening the sarcophagus?
Yeah, if I kind of run that past the sword first, is he okay with it?
Seems fine. Like
I try and open
it's
it.
just, there's not. Okay. You go and brace yourself to push this. You can roll me a strength check.
Can I get the elemental to assist him?
18.
You put your hand against it and just like put even the smallest amount of weight and it just like glides.
Neat.
Like it was counter-levered or or lubricated or whatever. Basically, this thing slides like it weighs nothing.
So that they put some WD-40 down before they put it on.
Yeah, clearly.
Inside, you see. Basically, it looks like Sergei is just asleep.
Oh, it's his body.
It's his body.
Wow, it's his actual body.
Basically, perfectly preserved for someone who's been dead for 400 plus years. Looks pretty good. You would say he just looks like he's asleep.
I kind of put the sword in his hand just to see if anything happens.
Okay. He is just he's sort of resting. He's got his hands sort of clenched in two fists up against his chest. The eyes are sort of closed. And you sort of open up the hands, and there's no sort of rigor mortis or anything. They move sort of freely. And place the sword hilt in the two hands, and the light blade just sort of emerges, not violently. It's just sort of like just sort of appears like sun peering through a burst in the break in the cloud, and it's just sort of sitting there. So he's holding the hilt, and then this blade is just sort of resting against like his abdomen and down his front. Sorry,
Down to his groin.
and past. It's a pretty big sword, and it's just sort of sitting there and just like slowly, just glowing away.
Anything else in there, or just him?
With the light there, you can sort of really see the shine of the breastplate. The plate armor that he's wearing is just like pristine, like it was polished yesterday.
What kind of plate armor?
You're already wearing plate armor.
While he's doing all this, can I be casting Speak with the Dead? Because it's a 10-minute cast time.
Sure.
What
are you doing?
I have a question
Yeah.
about that lever you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
What's the deal with that lever you mentioned earlier?
What's the deal with the levers? I don't remember him mentioning that.
What's the deal with levers?
Jesus fuck.
That went like Seinfeld by way of Kermit the Frog.
Kermit T.
Okay,
Frog.
it is currently in the up position.
What would happen if I were to move it into the down position?
It'd be down.
Yeah. So you are. Is this hypothetically what we would do?
Yeah, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, if you move the lever from the top position to the bottom position, it would be in the opposite position as it was before.
Yes, go on.
As to what it does, you would need to do.
Go on.
Are you doing the thing?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Hey guys.
He's concentrating on casting a spell. He's having a real bonding moment with his sword, and the sword.
Dave's just
the sword
watching.
You
Yeah,
don't
but
have to take magic, do you?
I don't know. Dave is just
you
sort
pull
of
the
clunk.
lever, and you just hear this sort of clunk sound, and like the sound of like chains spinning over metal, over stonework, and you sort of just peer slightly off to the side, and you can see just like portcullis bars coming down and clunk, shutting off the gate at the top of the those marble stairs.
So we're closed in where we are right now?
Closed in currently.
Seems fine.
Safe space.
Turn the thing the other way.
If I push it up?
You push
wait,
it up,
wait, wait.
and you just hear this the sound of like mechanisms switching over, and the sounds of just more like slower moving gears as
So it opens again.
and the thing just like shudders and it starts lifting back up again.
I close it again.
And again, you hear it start spinning, and there's little rattles and clunk, it hits the ground.
You gotta get one of these for home.
Is there any way of identifying a magical item without having detect magic?
You can ask the person if what they're wearing is magic.
I ask the dead.
He's
So
working.
you have
he's
to
working.
wait until I finish casting that.
Okay, fair enough.
Is there anything
I
else
forgot
in this
that you were
room?
actually doing that.
You got the angels, the angel statues, and the statue of Sergei on the wall. You've got, you got the lever, which you've explored, and you've got the sarcophagus in the middle of the room.
While he's casting this spell and he's, I don't know, jerking off a corpse, I'm going to look at the other angel that wasn't the angel that I wasn't there for meeting before, but the other angel. What's the deal with that other angel?
This one here, it's standing there with wings in full open display. In one hand, it's got a large sort of like kite shield with with like a holy symbol, very very similar to the Ravenloft holy symbol that he's wearing around his neck, the one you tried to fucking Shazam with. No, that's the wrong reference. What's the Doctor Strange one? Amulet eye thing.
I have
Eye of Agamotto?
That's the one. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
I've seen that movie. And in the other hand is a long sword. It's not in like an attack pose, but it's more in a position of stalwart guarding.
The angel that they recognized, who I can't remember his name, but was a person that we met.
Father something or other.
I can look it up, but it's good.
The
Doesn't
one who
matter.
was making his own...
Is he on
No.
the left side of Sergei or the right side?
Right side.
So this other angel
Is
is on the left side.
Yes.
Traditionally, that means bad,
Why?
because the devil goes on the left shoulder.
I thought it was your left was your defender and your right was your attacker.
That is a different thing. I'm talking about like sinister is left, which is indicative of the devil. The devil's on the left shoulder, and
left-handed people are evil.
because they're evil. Yeah. No, I was just wondering if that was this angel was like an evil thing or like a tempter sort of situation.
Roll religion.
Oh, good.
I wager this is not one of your strong points because I think. Well, this is when
I
I
got
find
a
you
plus 0.
Well, this is not a negative.
I got a 2.
You got a 2.
Nah.
Looks like an angel, last angel. It doesn't look. You know, no horns, no pointy tail, no pitchfork.
Except you're doing something else.
I'm
so
not. I'm literally just standing around.
You're doing something else.
Like,
you can't do everything
what
just
am I
because you have a
doing?
skill
I'm-
for it.
Like, I'm actually just standing around, but...
Oh, at this point now, you can sort of want to. Now that he's sort of looked over this thing and sort of. Oh, one other point of this one here is it's got a bit of like a longer beard on this one. That's one of the things that sort of does differentiate between the two angels.
Beardy McAngel face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of Zeus-esque. If you want
The
to
god from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah. Thanks for getting that one Monty Python reference in for this. We needed to get it in.
We didn't need to get
It was
it.
a good idea.
Just keep going. Ignore it. Don't encourage him.
Give me the strength, Jesus, just not to murder this man right now.
Right here, his stupid fucking smug face.
It would be so easy.
No, just do something on his
And I
right.
would be the one that goes to jail. Me? Why? Where's the justice?
Just do something on his right.
I'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the side eye he's giving you right now is actually a side eye or just he
Just
can't turn his head in that direction.
It's the second one.
Okay. Are you leaving the sword in the the stone grave?
No, I'll take it out. It's not doing it. Like, yeah, it's better off. We're better off having it out. Basically, if I've got it, if I've got it on me, now that Strahd knows we're here, I've just got it on full sunlight mode at all times now.
Yep. So you basically pluck this out of his hands sort of drop back down, and they sort of don't sit in there sort of as neatly as they were before. They sort of flop down onto his torso. But yeah, again,
Places them nicely, but yeah.
And yeah, the sword is at full lumens.
Because there's no downside for doing that, so
Not just a thing you can do.
So I'm just gonna have it on at all times.
And heading over to check out this other angel.
Yeah, why not? I've got nothing else to do.
Roll religion.
11.
11. You only got +3.
Yeah.
You're a fucking paladin. What the hell, man?
I have very little skills in anything.
We know!
Hey. I will say in his defense, he does have a very good skill at hit thing with sword.
No, the only thing that, I get +3 for most things, and then because it's wisdom, and which is a -1 for me, it's a +3.
Jesus. All right. So the total is 11. Yeah, this is a distinctly different angel to the other one, but you can't see anything sort of sinister. I do like the way you were looking at that one, Ross. But this is not a.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, this is looks like he is flanked by 2 guardian angels.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I just wait for his spell to finish, basically.
Yep. Anything else, Ross? Wick wants to do in the 10 minutes of casting time?
Probably play with the lever going up and down, I'm guessing.
Door goes up, door goes down, door goes up, door goes down, door goes up, door goes down. There they are.
No, I'm good.
You good? Yeah. All right. 10 minutes of incantations and laying out incense and so forth pass, and the spell triggers.
Hear something. It's very high pitched. Oh, it's your
Yeah,
fridge.
It's a fridge firing up because it now wants to be cold things.
Sounds like it's coming from over there.
It kind
That's
of
acoustics at the high frequency.
Mm.
And yeah, you feel the you feel like a breath is taken out of your own lungs. It's like a gasp outwards, or a sigh outwards, and then you hear the body of Sergei take a quick breath in, and the eyes. Not without my permission. In the hizzy. And yeah, his eyes sort of pop open and sort of lock at you, and unblinkingly he's just like looking at you.
So dignified.
Greetings, Sergei von.
You get 5 questions, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have to answer me truthfully, but that's like it's up to him if he wants to answer truthfully.
Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart?
Really?
Wow, that must be a great job, isn't it? Yes. Thank you. Come again.
Well, you guys.
Greetings, Mr. Sergei von Zadovich. We are adventurers looking to dethrone your brother Strahd, and we have in our possession your former sword.
Hey, buddy.
And the head sort of, not stiffly, but just slowly turns over and looks, sort of rolls sort of sideways on the... I'm doing things that you can't do with your neck currently. Like, rolls over like this.
He's just stunting on you now.
Look at this! Look at this thing over this side of me!
About to ruin this man's whole career.
And it sort of rolls over and it sort of locks eyes with the sword, and then sort of rolls.
How do you lock eyes with a sword?
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Not like this.
Okay, its eyes lock onto the sword. Better? Happy now?
Better.
Yeah, okay.
like remotely fucking possible. So that's a start.
Look, we're going to be here all day if you keep nitpicking this.
Yeah.
What else? I mean,
Ryan's going to make mistakes in English a lot. He does this thing.
Yeah.
don't take away the one joy I have in life, Ryan.
Why am I your one joy? Why is picking on me your one joy?
You know why?
Just you know why.
And then it just sort of rolls. Sergei sort of rolls his gaze back over to you.
We would like any advice you have with regards to defeating your brother.
Sunlight, and more sunlight.
I feel like you need to ask a question.
I felt like that was a question.
Ask him where his brother's crypt is.
I say it's a fair point. Where was your brother's crypt be?
Imagine this is a lot more sort of breathy and ghastly, but
If he gives GPS coordinates, be hilarious.
he was still alive when I died, so I don't know.
Ghosts don't talk?
What was his biggest weakness while he was alive?
Snack cakes.
No.
Hostess brand Twinkies.
Sunbathing.
Oh,
Bubble wrap.
bubble wrap. Once he pops, he just can't fucking stop. His biggest weakness when he was alive was his own pride.
Checks out.
Good to know.
It's a vampire thing.
So I've already got my last question ready, but if you guys want to ask your other question, I'm assuming each of you gets
Is
a
your
question.
armor magical?
Yes.
Can I have it? Oh, no, I'm not asking him. I'm asking you guys. Do we...
I'm going to say ask your sword.
Yeah, actually, I kind of put it to the sword, like, do you mind if I take, like, if we have the armor too?
You get a sort of an emotional feeling of like completedness.
Ooh, it wants you to have
Then I start stripping off and changing.
I mean,
the
For the first time in this adventure,
I mean,
Armor plate comes off and there's like this sludge.
there's
just
a
like,
crust.
I will.
you ever tried to like peel a cheese sandwich, like a toasted cheese sandwich, open when it's fresh out of the toast? You make it,
Like one of the plates, you're having to sort of like chip away at the edge, and then it comes off in one full sheet.
but this is entire like panels, but it's just come off as one full sheet of just like scale and slime and dead skin cells. There's only so much
You're the
prestidigitation you can do.
grossest paladin.
And I'm taking it off a dead body,
Wick,
and the
what
dead
was your
body
question?
like is cleaner.
You don't have a question at all?
How do we stop Strahd? How can we stop Strahd? Ghost?
Imagine killing him.
Thanks.
Again.
Thanks. That's helpful.
I did say it again. This is your number 5, yes?
Yes. I don't know if there's anyone who survived your family's dynasty, but if there is there some message you'd like me to pass on?
Ooh, nice. That's a nice thing to do.
Technically, Strahd, so you would be telling Strahd, really.
Nah, he's already dead. That's what I
But you
get.
can tell him before we kill him.
That's true.
Your brother says hi. Skunk.
Clunk. Oh, dang.
Your brother said
it's a
check the
robot
mantelpiece.
vampire.
No!
Your brother said check the mantelpiece.
Oh God, no!
Your brother said check the mantelpiece. That's where Dad hid all of the porno woodcuts.
Oh.
Strahd knows.
He's had 400 plus years to have searched the fucking castle. He's found every nook and cranny and every possible place he could put his penis.
Ew.
What the fuck?
I mean, you get bored.
What the fuck? Oh, no. Message for descendants. Let's say. My message would be: family is not always the one you're born to. Family is the ones that you keep around you and that make you feel safe and loved.
Thank you.
Aww.
And with that, like the eyes shut, close, and like the last little breath pops out of the lungs, and you feel like you've got the ability to breathe properly again. Like you are sharing part of the air of your lungs in the part of the spell.
Wicked. Alright, let's strip him.
Because you're basically just like chipping off your old armor.
I mean, my armor's not magical. His is. So
Yeah, it's for the best that we get some magic armor
Yeah,
on you.
essentially you have +2 plate armor.
Wait, what does that bring your AC up to now?
Oh, redunculous.
+2. So, let's see. So it's normally 21.
Oh, Jesus.
When I put on a shield spell that I have, it's 23. If I use the shield spell as well as this, it'll be 25.
Jesus. You're going to be hard to hit.
So
Hopefully.
I don't know. This is the way I used to play like mostly Final Fantasy games. Is I get one character I really enjoy playing and make sure they get all the good shit. That's ended up being you.
I mean, not deliberately. Also, I used to just play them by getting all of the things for everybody, but that was because I'm a completionist.
Yeah, I've been playing Divinity Original Sin, and it's really annoying me because it's just like, oh, there's so many secrets and stuff for you to get, and like all of these side quests and all of this gold you can use to buy and sell shit. The creators of it have released official mods, and there's one where you can just grow plants, and the plants are worth like infinity money.
Is there anything underneath him in the crypt?
No. Sorry, roll investigation. At this point, I've already said no. Sorry.
So, 3 statues, crypt, lever, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Maybe that like thing there was to prevent Strahd from getting in. Like every time he tried to walk in there, it would just go poof, you're now in the crypt, and he'd just go, oh fuck, not again. And then like he'd try in like, you know, a couple of years or a decade or two and just go, oh yeah, I'll go check on Sergei's crypt, and then poof, back there.
Like, dang it. Every freaking time.
I'm pretty sure Strahd can jump.
Yeah,
5 feet.
Hold on,
you three managed to fucking.
Strahd can go through walls.
I'm pretty sure Strahd has mad hops, is what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure he could probably cast fly.
Pretty sure he can just turn into a bat.
He can just walk
He
through
can
walls.
actually
can't he?
do that. I don't know about the wall walking part. All right, you guys are shut in the crypt.
Let's pull the lever again
And then leave.
and leave.
This is when I randomize to see whether the mechanism breaks. Nope. It's like, welcome to your own crypt. So it was already occupied, but yeah, now we're just stacking corpses.
Someone's in here.
Occupado. All right, where are we heading?
Can I see the map?
You are here. Teleporting things here. You've been over here, and that's where the barrier was. This is where the parents' crypts were. You took a path like along there, and then bounced over here, and yeah. So you've done a good section of this area.
How do we break down the barrier, Ryan?
Oh,
You got to get in there, I guess.
right. I move all the padding that Blinsky gave me for my armor and put it into the new armor.
You can that's actually really easy to do when you're sort of taking apart the old stuff and putting the new stuff on. You like as you put a piece on, you just put a wadding of it. It basically adds like 5 minutes onto the time that already takes you like 20 minutes or something like that to don that armor.
So where do we come in from?
You busted in through here,
Yeah.
and then snuck along that side along there, and then when you cut across here, you got teleported over to here. You fought Rin over here. So, like I said, you've done basically like that whole section essentially.
Well, given
we
that
know about those
Sergei's on this side,
You know that
makes
they're
sense that his brother's on the other.
It does.
But we
Go break down the barrier.
I've been
we
through
need
those
to get
ones.
through the barrier.
No,
Just do
that
it.
thing on the square just before
Just
the door.
ram your head into it.
Maybe the
Something
armor
we
can.
shouldn't see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's worth trying.
Just run at it.
No.
Yeah.
No. How do I add +2 armor to...
You have to get the +2 armor from the thing.
You can customize your armor and just say +2
Yeah.
How?
with the interface.
In the in the add items, there's like magic items you can find like +1, +2, +3.
I couldn't, but I'll keep trying.
Yeah. If you look at your current plate armor and you look at the little slide-in screen from the side, you should be able to go customize.
It just says weight override, cost override, and then notes.
Okay, we'll work it out later. You know you got +2.
Yeah. All right.
Here's what we'll do, right? Whenever you need to do your armor class, like while you're wearing this armor, we'll
Add
take the
+2.
number that you've got on there and we'll add 2 to it. And I think... Hold on.
Checks out.
Yeah, I think that adds up.
Yeah. Makes sense. Cool.
Asshole. Alright, do you want to have a look at this as well? You guys
Not
have-
really.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I mean, it's worth trying. Maybe the new armor can try.
Just
get
run
through
at it. Just run at it.
I'm gonna go up to it slowly.
Be less of a pussy.
Just go run headfirst at it.
Oh, so you just put because I put in plate comma +2. That's probably why.
Comma.
I'm gonna go over to where that guy over where that imp was, and I'm gonna get the earth elemental to open up that sarcophagus.
Where the imp was.
Yeah. Because like we're not really sure where we're supposed to be going now. Because we know that like Strahd's important shit is probably behind that barrier.
I think we should try the crypts next to his. Next to that room.
Okay.
See if there's anything in the crypts that are lying on the floor outside of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause we know he's got teleporty things around.
I mean, I think there's something important in that one. So if you guys want to try that one, then yeah, sure.
I go up to one of the crypts that is next to Strahd's.
Okay, give me a 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's going left to right.
2, 3, 4, or 5. 3.
3.
We'll just roll a d4.
3. Okay, so this is the plaque on this one is Lady Isolde Junk, purveyor of antiques and imports. Want to crack it open?
Sure.
Roll with that strength.
21.
Some of the crypts are filled with gold. Some are filled with bombs.
All right, so you sort of with a grunt sort of slide the coffin lid off. Inside there is a skeleton draped in rags upon again another marble slab. Piled around it are like heaps of old baskets and braziers and tapestries and candlesticks. And basically, this is a box full of a dead person and treasures.
Are there sconces?
There's an old chandelier.
That counts. That's a lot of sconces. Also, how does that all fit?
These are big ass sarcophagus. And then
Okay,
the bodies on the
okay,
side.
like, I'm assuming
you
they're
could,
like-
you could actually stack a good dozen bodies in these things. They are.
Still it.
Oh, so they're like massive things.
Well, yeah.
Okay, because I'm assuming they're like big when it comes to like how big a casket would be, but like bigger than that. I was thinking.
Like I said, you could comfortably stack half a dozen people inside these things.
Okay.
Maybe 6.5, possibly maybe 7 if you really chopped them up nice.
If you put them all in the blender.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to blend them, you'll get 8. Break out the thermal mix and reduce them down a little bit. Fuck yes. Over a bit of linguine. Sorry. This bit's done.
Look, you don't really want to be eating linguinis.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff. If you want to try and cart some shit off, Well, you've gone from being brave heroes to just grave robbers.
No, yeah, I'm good.
We've already robbed some graves.
Yeah, I mean, but he was fine with it.
Yep.
Are you checking sarcophagi?
There is also like two. Well, there's a big pathway on the western side of this chamber that you can see a staircase in. There's also a couple of other doorways on that wall.
When we looked at the maps,
Yep. Well, actually, you know, you've seen the maps. So
yeah.
You know the breakdown. You know, there's a pathway that goes along there. There's a staircase that heads up there. There's also a short staircase that goes through to another section.
Sorry, wait, we picked. Which one did we pick?
You said number 3 just then.
Here's a thing I'm wondering.
I want to try 2.
We can open that devil guy's one.
Yeah, Earth Elemental do that one.
Yeah.
While Ross decides what he's going to do as well.
I'm just wondering, when we looked at the map, was there anything directly above that chamber that we're trying that's protected by the barrier?
You trying to like go in from the top?
Or like that's where the teleporty thing is, a teleport uppy downy thing?
That's a very good point.
I want to try 2.
A teleporty uppy downy thingy. That's a technical term that we learned in Rogue School. School of Hard Knocks. That's what we called it. Teleporty uppy downy thingy. School thing. No? That looks painful.
It's surprisingly not.
At a glance, you would say
It's just dug into the rock. There's nothing above it.
above it would be courtyards on the outside of the castle.
Doesn't seem.
Doesn't seem like Strahd would go out in direct sunlight willingly during the day.
That's a good point. Check your sarcophagus.
Yeah,
check
I'm
yourself.
I'm going to check another one.
I'll get the one that you wanted to crack, which is...
Check yourself.
This was King Dostrin of the Hellborn.
It's a cool name.
That metal band guy.
It's in there.
Okay. You have the earth elemental push this over fairly easily. The stuffed owlbear that was behind it just sort of like falls fairly softly onto one side, just sort of like rolls over essentially. It's just like this wooden state. Inside you see a heavily decomposed body. The main part that you can still make out, because even the clothes have rotted away, but there is an iron crown.
Does it look like it's still fairly newish, or does it look like it's rusted?
It looks like it's got a bit of rust on it, a bit of tarnish on it. It's like heavily spiked. It's an iron band with points that look like sharp teeth coming off the top of it. It's also got like a line of small horns that have been carved out of metal, formed out of metal, that run the full length of the band around.
Does it look like they would spike the wearer?
Do you want to pick it up and have a look inside? Because it's sort of sitting on sort of sitting with a skull inside it. So
I'll mage hand it off his head.
all right, you yoink it up, and the skull sort of falls unceremoniously back onto the marble. And on the inside, you can see basically like on the inside where each of those horns come out, there is a small spiked bolt coming on the inside. So it is basically, it almost looks like that would have been screwed onto that person's head at the time.
Jesus. I'm going to put it in my bag and examine it later. Is there anything else in his sarcophagus?
Butts.
Does he have butts?
How many butts does he have? Stop hiding the information about his butts.
We need at least 50 butts.
He currently has 0 butts that is all rotted away.
Damn. He's got rot butt.
You hate to see it.
Apart from some like gilding on the sort of the carvings around the inside. of the thing.
$5 a day, you can help prevent rot butt.
For less than the cost of a cup of coffee.
Less than the cost of an expensive cup of coffee, you can help prevent rot
For
butt.
less than the cost of an average cup of coffee in Perth.
So $35. Crypt number 2 is the one you wanted to do, was it?
Number 2. What's behind door number 2?
Hey, number
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, number 2.
I don't know.
I fucking hate these names. I hate them so much.
What is it?
Artista de Slop. Court ceiling painter.
Alright, what's the name of number 4?
4. Prince Ariel de Plumet.
That's
And
not
5?
funny.
I don't know. Made me laugh.
Oh, I didn't.
Artank Swilovich.
Artank Svulovic.
Gross. Okay, so now run at the barrier with your head.
So if I go up to the barrier with my new armor, can I try and slowly push my hand through? Wait, what?
So sort of just lube it up and just gently put it, like
Yeah,
start
like-
with a finger first and then the work your way
Buy a
up to-
drink, put on some Barry White, just ease it in.
Why you got that look of pain on your face?
I'm hitting a knot on my back.
Okay. You feel that same sort of tension and resistance as you push up against this.
Okay. So the armor's not helping.
Well, it's not helping this situation. It's going to help when you get hit by something.
How so?
Have a look at that.
I'm out of ideas.
I was actually thinking we should probably start checking the doors instead of the crypts.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, start with the ones that are closest to Strahd's thing, and then... Because, like, opening the crypts, like, yeah, we might find some cool shit, but we're really not finding anything useful. The doors might actually hold something.
Okay, we'll try one.
Okay.
Do that.
Which one do you want to do? The one closest to him?
Yeah,
Can't go
I'll
there.
try the door closest to him. Alright. Well, the door closest to Strahd's thing.
How many butts are in there?
Also, how much time does my elemental have left?
At this point, not much.
Not much.
You guys have been fapping around for a while.
We're talking about like 10 minutes?
Just we don't need it for anything else. Just tell it to.
Yeah, like if like the second it's got like 10 minutes left, I'm sending it upstairs and just going fuck everything up. Just start smashing shit to bits. Because either it's going to get taken down pretty quickly, or it's going to take a lot of stuff down with it, and that's going to make our lives easier.
Okay. You head up to this
Yeah, that
doorway.
seems like what would happen. I feel like this throwaway thing you're going to do right now is definitely going to make our lives easier.
You head
That's
to this
definitely how
doorway
this
that's
game
near-
works.
I can't shrug right now, but fuck you.
You walk up this doorway, the one that's nearest to the Strahd's. In the center of the door, there is this brass plate. And on that it says, Herein is the one who walks the path of pain and torment.
Sounds fun!
Guys, you should probably come over here now. I tell them what's on the plaque.
Which place was this? Sorry.
It's a doorway to the sort of western side of where Strahd's tomb is.
Let's
Open
see
the door.
Oh, it's on the map?
Sorry?
Which one is it?
It's here.
Open the door. Just open it.
Alright.
Open it.
I mage hand it open.
Open it.
From 10 feet away.
Okay.
I ain't no fool.
Aren't you?
Okay, I am, but like, I ain't that much of a fool.
Okay. This sort of heavy-set door like creaks. Well, with the mage hand,
You don't need to be
actually
mean to
pulls-
the door.
Huh?
I said heavy-set, didn't I? I was trying to work out what I said and why you were picking on me for it. It's actually a pull door, not a push. So you tried to push it with the mage hand for a little bit, and it pull.
Sort of embarrassing.
And you're looking into a tunnel that's just sort of cut into the very stone that Ravenloft is built on.
Right.
The surfaces down the side of they're cut relatively straight, but not perfectly hewn. The surface is all the way along the walls, and the floor is just like slick, just with the moisture of the build up in the rock.
Ew.
Would you say this is womb-like?
Stop being gross. Let's move on.
Oh no! I see where he's going with this though. Like the womb of darkness was the
It's on the prophecy.
Okay, fair enough.
Womb of darkness is what we're looking for.
Right.
uh
Would Narlag be able to distinguish whether or not something is dark?
yeah.
He's got his magic eye vision that lets him see normally all the time.
I think your ability doesn't disadvantage you in that specific way, because that would be weird.
It'd be more of a case of like when that ability's kicking in.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you'd know that it's
Fair enough.
dark.
Yeah.
You can see in the dark. You can see when it is dark, and you know when it is dark, and you can still see in it.
On that, you can only see probably about 6 feet in, and then after that, it's just darkness.
It is a womb of darkness.
It is a womb of darkness, or it's a dark tunnel. The area that you can see is just being like illuminated by the little bit of light that's coming from the.
I will open
catacombs.
my covered lantern.
Yep. Your covered lantern sort of extends light further down this, and you see basically it's a long straight tunnel that goes for probably as far as your light goes, like.
So this wasn't on the map?
This is on the map.
Can I? Sorry. So when we got teleported by those things, where
Yep.
did we go?
Over like 14. I think it's around here somewhere. Sorry.
What does 32 say?
I think you actually looked at 32 as well.
Was that the one that we appeared in?
It's the one next to the teleporters.
Ah, okay. Well, the one that we didn't open.
It's one of the ones. Well, the two that are right next to him you opened up.
Okay.
Yeah.
32, was it?
I mean, I guess you got the right idea, right?
Are you heading back and checking that one over while these two are looking down this dark,
we
dark
very
greasy
specifically
tunnel?
called you to the other side of the room.
Oh, this is near that, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
No, it's the opposite side of the room.
okay. Oh, sorry. Then yeah, I'll stay with you for now.
Okay.
Sorry. This. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check out this dark hallway.
Yes. This horrible tunnel of death.
Hey, we don't know it's a tunnel of death.
I mean, it's in Strahd's area, so it's probably something of death.
Yeah, alright.
Just resigned to this. Fine, I guess it's just something of death.
No, you can stay. I'm getting old.
How old are you?
I'm really old.
Yeah, we're all really old.
All right, so slick tunnel.
I make noises when I stand up now.
Yeah, same. Mostly creaking and groaning.
Yeah.
I make noises in my sleep.
I do that too. Okay. Who's
So-
going first? Yeah, who's going first?
Are we going in?
It's barely
yes.
barely 6 foot barely 6 foot tall, so you're going to have to sort of crouch over a little bit if you're going.
I mean,
Really?
given that we don't really have to worry about
I
what.
still feel like we can look around this area a bit more, but okay.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we should keep moving because we've spent a lot of time dicking around.
Yes, but
Besides, I did send
no
the
time
Earth...
actually searching.
I also did just send off the Earth Elemental to go and
What
fuck
the
shit up.
fuck have we just been doing?
Well, I mean,
Seriously,
We've-
we've spent hours searching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, I just sent off the Earth Elemental to go fuck shit up, and if we don't hide soon, something's probably going to come down.
Which way are you sending him?
Up the stairs.
Oh, that set of stairs.
Yeah, up that giant set of stairs to just go fuck shit up.
Cool.
So I would like to suggest...
Oh wait, did we have a short rest? We haven't, had we?
Nope.
No.
No.
I would like to suggest that Wick goes first.
Okay.
Because we're not bothering about like the whole like turning the lights off as we're moving on at the moment. Like, because you've got your lantern open, he's got his sword out. He's not putting his sword away. If we've got our lights on, the person who has the highest perception should probably go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far ahead can I see?
You can already see about 15 to 20 feet ahead of you before you start seeing this like hazy mist starts to fill the tunnel.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go.
Tell me what. So you're first then.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Who's second?
I'm happy to go second. Also, I don't want to be anywhere where I might be able to get picked off.
Bring up the rear then.
Where's Dave?
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's-
I'm proofing Dave away. Yeah.
Okay.
What do I see in front of me, Ryan? I'm going to move carefully
Okay. So
down this darkened corridor.
tell me how you are proceeding and what you're doing,
Carefully.
more in a mechanical sense.
Well, I will lift... I don't know.
D&D mechanics.
I will roll a perception.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure what you're asking me here.
I just sort of like, are you sort of like moving forward a little bit and then checking, and then moving forward a little bit and checking, or are you
I got a 12 perception.
12?
I was going to say, oh man, I rolled a 2, but that's a 12 perception.
You can't seem to make out anything that's sort of like anything that's really standing out 10 feet ahead of you.
All right. I will go 10 feet forward.
Uh-huh.
And then scan.
What's in the next 10 feet? I roll a 20.
God
That's a 30.
That is a 30.
It's going to take a...
Tell us, Raven Man, what do your bird eyes see?
What you see is about 10 further feet ahead of you. There is one section of the stonework on the ground that sort of is a little subtly different to the rest.
It's a trap.
Do you tell us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gentlemen, is a trap. That's a trap. Don't step on that trap.
So you can sort of, from that distance, you can see that there is a section of the flooring that looks different. That sort of just subtly looks different to the rest.
Is it like just a tile?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
It's
Is
we're talking like a 4-foot big fuck off tile, but yeah,
Don't step on that.
Are we able to walk around it, or do we have to step over it?
you'll have to go over it.
How big is it?
In D&D sizes, 5 foot by 5 foot,
I don't like that.
and this is not a space you can really jump in because you have the duct to be able to, because you're relatively tall as well, aren't you?
He's like 5'10".
So yeah, you've got about 2 inches above you before you start hitting your head against the roof. He has to crouch.
Okay. It's 10 feet away, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. May I suggest that we move 5 feet back and I try and activate it by dropping something on it? Would it be alright if I tried to trigger it now? Just so we don't accidentally trigger it?
What if triggering it collapses the entire tunnel, though?
That's a very fair point.
Maybe someone who knows traps should go out and have a look at it.
I mean, that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You.
If you
I was going to suggest Ulrich.
I'm going to go and inspect the trap.
Investigation, please.
Which one? Which one do I roll?
A D20.
Which one?
Can I assist you so you can roll 2?
Sure.
Over my shoulder, be like, "What's that? What about that?"
Yeah.
Like when the plumber comes out, and you're like,
Oh yeah, that bit's also been messy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you who can see in the dark, that's not completely
I'm
absurd.
back.
Okay,
Just a little bit.
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
So he's helping, so I get...
Sure, you get advantage.
Yeah. Yeah! I rolled a 20.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did.
You just like look at me, and go, what? No.
You're looking over this. This is a pretty well hidden, but fairly simple trap in its actual mechanics.
It's
It
two
is
20s in a row.
That is 2 20s in a row. Well,
One with advantage.
there is a four amongst those.
That little guy. Don't worry about that little guy.
The guys go with the din.
Hey, it was the caramel dice that got you the 20.
It's so delicious.
Butterscotch. Don't eat it.
Don't
actually
eat it.
Yeah, it's a basic like a lever trap. So essentially, if something of a decent weight will get on it, this trap would engage and like drop them.
Mm-hmm.
So things of a lighter weight will just sort of go straight over it. You reckon something around the 100-pound mark would be enough to trigger it.
Okay. Is it
disabling it is basically just jam the
Jam it?
thing.
That's what I was thinking. I got like some
Like a baton or something.
pitons,
Pythons.
whatever.
How are you supposed to pronounce it?
I always said Pythons.
Jam in the edges, just so that it can't.
It literally says in here, fastened shut with an iron spike or by other means. And I would say a Python is pretty much an iron spike.
Yeah.
We solved your trap puzzle.
Well, you saw the trap puzzle. That helps a lot. Thank you for not making that a
was
horrible sound.
bad. Nice.
It's too far away, and I don't have good depth perception.
That's okay, neither do I.
All right.
I climb things.
You're in the lead.
Keep going.
Keep going. How do you proceed? With Moxie now. You're like, I found a trap. This is definitely not the plate. This is definitely not the tunnel of two traps.
Whoever heard of two traps in a... Uh-oh. I'll move a bit more forward and then check it. 19.
Is your passive 20?
Yes.
Damn.
For the record, this like fog that's through here is upsetting your passive.
See.
That is something that's specifically called out in the rules here. But you don't spot any sort of traps or anything in this next 10 feet.
All right.
I rolled a dice for effect. What are you doing, by the way, Ulrich? Following along again?
Following along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being salty that we didn't go and check something else before going into this hallway.
Also, I assume we shut the door behind us. Can I maintain the door behind us shut?
You can
Okay.
Because no one actually shut the door behind you.
Yes. I will shut the door behind us because I don't want to accidentally get caught up.
Which door did we actually go through?
This one here, and you've been moving along here.
Okay.
That point there, which also has a convenient little picture here that I hope you guys didn't pay too much attention to when you.
I mean, I didn't know which door we were going
is
through, so
right at the top of where that trap is.
Ah, that's probably
Some
weird looking waveforms. Very weird looking waveforms.
Yep, that is some very strange waveforms.
You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Carefully
Next
moving
10,
forward.
next 10
Yep.
feet.
I roll a 20 again.
Luckily, that image didn't have a second thing coming down from it.
How you gonna be like that?
You don't see any trapped areas in this, but you also start to see another light source at the end of this. That's just beginning to sort of just filter through the
There's a
the
light
fog
at the
and
end of the
haze.
tunnel. Don't go towards it.
What's that? So we go back?
No.
Okay.
And re-enable the trap in case someone's following you.
Keep going. Keep going forward. We'll check again. It's 18. I'm just as.
You move another 10 feet up, and the mist starts to sort of fade and pass. And ahead, you can see the flickering light of a brazier.
Okay. Just so, is it possible to sort of check the rest of the hallway, sort of thing, or like carefully the rest of it, or?
Essentially, you can see the end of the hallway. It's now opening up into a larger space with a
Okay.
brazier in the middle.
Like not just like okay, there's a brazier, like walking, like. But I'm thinking now I'll like cover the lantern, be sneaky about it,
like a stealth roll.
Yes.
What about the other two? Or are you just going to go?
If he's telling us to be quiet, I'm also going to try to be quiet.
Turn the dimmer switch on your lightsaber.
That is a 12.
I got 12.
And you got
26.
All right. So you're sneaking out ahead. As you sort of approach to the top, you get to the top of a set of stairs.
And I peek.
We're sort of just like shuffling a little bit loud, but not really.
Okay. The rough-hewn corridor ends with a stone staircase that descends to the south, flanked by the walls of rough masonry and relatively free of dust. These stairs descend before ending at a lonely door.
Oh. I'll go give the door a hug.
You broke him. How does the door feel?
Lovely. I just said that. Right there.
But why is the door lonely? Does it not get to hang out with its door friends, or is it just being a door jerk?
Is there anything on the door? That was good. We're moving on that.
There is a handle.
Okay. Does it look like it just like checking the edges? Is there like traps or
Oh,
anything?
roll investigate.
18.
There is a good amount of dust showing that this door hasn't been used in some time, but you don't find any sort of evidence of traps.
I put my ear up to it to hear if there's anything on the other side. And I feel it to see if it's warm. It could be a fire.
No?
I mean, there could be.
Probably isn't. Is there anything else in this room other than just the door and the brazier?
The brazier is we should actually does give you a sort of a moment. How is that lit?
Who lit the brazier? That's weird.
I mean, like, Strahd probably has like a lot of magic lights around.
This is like a coal brazier.
Is there any smoke coming off it?
A little bit. That's actually what's partly contributed to the mist and haze in the corridor.
Are the flames any?
Yeah, it's just sort of just like little small dancing flames.
Is there anything around the brazier? Like,
Roll investigation.
oof, me. Huh, 16.
16. It's there's like a little bit of like
Actually,
a scattering of
sorry,
like
20.
20. There's like a scattering of ash from the burnt off stuff there,
I think
but
I get in +2 investigation, but not into observate or whatever the other one is.
perception.
Perception.
They're different rolls altogether.
Yeah. You,
One's wisdom, one's in.
I thought they were the same.
No.
no.
Well, they're similar things.
Yeah, it looks like a brazier that's been burning for a while, but doesn't look like it's been burning for like 400 years.
Was there anything else in the room? Like what?
There's a corridor that ended with a small brazier and then stairs downwards.
I mean, let's keep on moving.
And yeah, you're the only one that sort of like noticed that like this door hasn't been open for a while, and you don't think the other door at the other end had been open for a while either.
Narlag looks up.
No one ever looks up.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And above us, Spider-Man.
Peter Parker, you were there the whole time. You look up and you do notice that like you've not had to crouch anymore. Like the roof has sort of raised up to a more.
You look up, and it is us, standing on the ceiling, in perfect mirrored reflection.
Looking down is like pointing is like, what? How?
But we're wearing cowboy hats.
And magnetic boots. No, the roof has just sort of opened up into a more actually like properly carved ceiling.
Is there some kind of chute that looks like they would send the hot coals down through?
Nope.
Okay.
It is a stone ceiling. You cannot see any obvious way how this has been lit recently. And it would, judging by the amount of ash that's there that you've worked out, Ulrich, it may have gotten lit maybe 12 hours ago, tops.
I mean, magic exists.
Magic exists.
It could be a magic fire.
It could be a magic fire.
Yeah.
You can Arcana the shit out of that.
Fine, I'll Arcana that shit. That is a 21.
It's not a magic fire.
It's not a
That is
magic fire.
Straight up just coal fire.
Dang.
I open the door.
Okay. Push your pull.
You've drawn attention to this thing, and it's just actually it was a 23, not 21.
Okay.
Yeah. Still not magic.
Didn't get more magic.
Or less magic.
Fairly certain that's the noise of a fire getting lit very quickly.
It's a
Whoosh.
foom, foom, foom sound. Okay, you push this door open. You move into a room that is 30 feet square. About 20 foot tall flat ceiling. There is a stone brazier that's burning fiercely in the center of this room. A tall white flame. There's got a tall white flame going on it, but you don't feel any
white flame.
heat.
That's weird.
Like there is, you can see like a flame that's probably a good 5-6 feet high. No warmth. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball. Why would you use that as the description? Why? No one knows the actual size of a human eyeball.
Twice the size of a grape.
And made of coloured crystal. No two stones are the same colour. Overhead...
I mean, you know we're stealing this.
This looks like a puzzle.
Over-
It looks like a puzzle, guys.
Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier.
How tall's a dwarf?
Sorry?
Nothing.
It
Short.
could be a very, very big dwarf.
How is it not getting burned?
Suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run into the down into the bottom. Written in the glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common.
What's it say? What does it say, Ryan?
Chill. Are you about to have an aneurysm?
Maybe.
Also, you
Okay.
know we're stealing those coloured orbs.
Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green is where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb. One other feature of this room is there is 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knight on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn. They stand in deep alcoves facing each other, and the brazier is right in between each of them.
So the 7, what were they around the?
7.
The colours corresponding to the things that were in the
But
poem.
what coloured what things?
Can you write that down, please?
I mean, we want yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow was the one.
Alright, so what were the colours corresponding?
You just said yellow goes to Master's Tomb.
Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek.
L-A-W, L-O-W?
Lore.
So probably the library.
Green is where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride.
Probably don't want that.
Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb.
And these were cups.
There was basically like indents into the stone brazier's lip. Each of them have like a different coloured ball of glass or crystal that's twice the diameter of a human eyeball.
I get the yellow one.
Hold on.
But before you do anything, Arcana check on those two statues. Because if they trigger and attack us, we fucked.
True.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can move quicker than that.
11.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. That which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place to which he must return.
The one place
So at least 3 of those fit that description.
Yeah, so there's red, which is law. There's blue, which is the magic womb.
Magic womb.
And then there's yellow, which is the tomb of the devil. So,
Or the Master's Tomb.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
yeah,
Three of those feel like they could fit.
yeah.
There's a- Look, that's why. Like, I'm not saying not the yellow one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's discuss.
So, I propose we actually
We
try
throw
to-
all of them in.
I propose we send Dave through. Because
We don't even know how this works.
this is true.
We don't.
Well, it
Bye,
said,
Ryan.
it said cast. It said cast a stone and it'll do something. So we don't even know if it just shows us something or if it lets us go in.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Yes.
It's definitely a puzzle.
Hey guys, it might be a puzzle. So what are did I get anything off the Arcana check on the statues?
Magic AF.
Oh, magic AF.
All right.
Wait, you specifically said the word iron, didn't you?
Yep.
They're totally golems.
The stones that are in the cups.
Yep.
Do those colours correspond to the colours
There
that
is
was in the
a
collar?
red, an orange, a yellow, a green, a blue, an indigo, a violet.
Okay. So it's not like we need to combine any of them.
Indigo
Indigo is like halfway between purple and blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't actually know what indigo is. But
Also, the only reason they came up with indigo because they needed the 7th for some reason.
Yeah, indigo's not actually a colour. It's navy blue.
It's
Also, apparently-
it's a thing of sevens in religion.
Yeah.
Also, Isaac Newton
Yeah.
was a numerologist.
It was numerology. Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, what magenta isn't a real color. It's just what our brains say is a color.
Yeah, it's
That's what all colours are.
No, but like it's our eyes actually can't perceive magenta, like that frequency. So our brains just go, "Oh, it must be the wraparound between those two."
Yeah. It's because your eyes. This is fucking light prismatics and stuff. We don't need to talk about this.
Yeah. It's also that people with tetrachromia can actually see that shade. That's where they have the capacity of seeing the fourth colour.
It's because it's a blending of cones, but like magenta doesn't actually exist, but it blends your red and your blue cones.
Yes.
Or whatever receptors.
Yeah.
Not cones. That's a different thing.
Rods and cones.
That's a different thing though.
Yeah. Anyway, what's you doing? I have laid out the space as it is.
I see. We test it by opening.
Is there anything else in this room? What if I investigate this room?
Yep.
well, wait, you said there was an hourglass?
Yep. That's above the brazier.
That's what had the inscription on it.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything?
How big is it? Oh, as big as a dwarf.
Yep.
That's right.
Is there anything beyond the brazier?
I got a
The
12.
brazier's right in the middle of the room.
I got a 12 investigation for checking out the room to see if there's anything else, like a user manual for this thing.
Okay. No. The user manual is the thing that I read out before, which is cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. I can't do that again.
So the law is probably like the library. The womb of magic.
Could be the Amber Temple.
That could also be the mountain spire.
That's true.
Do you want to just go to the Master's Tomb?
Yeah.
I would vote for that just because we know where it is. We've been there, and we can get back here pretty quickly and easily.
Relatively, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, like we know it's just like we takes like 2 minutes to get back here. If
Okay, so
Well-
somebody just want to grab the yellow one and toss it in the fire, see what happens?
I mage hands, but do that.
Okay, so you picking up the yellow one
Yep. From
and lobbing it into the fire.
well, like mage handing it, so just like gently blip.
Okay. You drop the stone, and you hear the stone hit the bottom of the stonework, and then the fire just like flares and shifts to a yellow color.
I get a piece of paper.
You also notice that the hourglass, the sand is now running from the top
How
and into
fast
the
does it
bottom.
look like it's going?
Pretty fast.
Okay. I get a piece of paper and I try and put that through the fire.
Hold on. Did this just open the... Maybe this just opened the barrier.
I step forward and put my hand on the fire.
Yeah. Why are you trying to delay this, man?
You touch the fire. You guys see Ulrich reach out and like put his hand to the fire, and then his whole body just.
Oh god, he died!
All right, Dave.
And you just see like a sprinkling of like embers and like.
Well, I'm
dust.
done. So do you want me to reroll?
no!
Dave appears and goes through.
Same sort of story. Like as soon as he touches the thing, he like freezes and then just like. And you again like just see that slight like a bit of dust and like embers and like. Yeah, like something instantly conflagrated. Yeah, why did I choose that word to say
Yeah.
right now?
Conflagrated.
Conflagrated.
Gesundheit.
What do I see Dave's from Dave's perspective?
Darkness there, and nothing more.
Probably me.
How is your psychic link done? Is it done through magic?
Yes.
Nothing.
What does he see?
We don't know. Hold on. Don't tell him. We don't know. Don't ruin this.
Well,
would
I mean,
know
what are
if
you
Dave
guys
died?
doing? Sorry?
Would I know if Dave died?
You didn't get the sensation that he died, but you have no link with him currently.
What are you?
Fuck it, I'm putting my hand in there.
All right, same. Oh wait, but before that,
That's not very fucking.
nah, let's do this.
So you're doing first?
Yeah.
What you see is.
Are we gonna like merge like the fly at the other end?
Oh, that would be cool. So I was
Where-
asking whether you did it at the same time.
So we're one quarter dragon paladin thing.
Oh no, it's a real Cronenberg situation here. It's bad.
No.
You know the last little bit of Akira?
Hold on a second. Because Dave and Narlag are
Oh, they're
already
really-
fairly Cronenberg.
They're making that as well again soon.
They've
Yeah.
been working on that one for so long. They've been working on that longer than the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
Okay. Wick, you put your hand against that, and Narlag just sees Wick sort of briefly erupt into fire and disappear. Because you've seen it a couple of times, you now sort of see it. It's like flash paper, and just like instantly and burnt out.
What do you do?
What do you do?
I go
You
through.
are the last person in the room. It's
I'm,
slightly-
I'm definitely not waiting around.
You whip your dick out and touch it to everything.
Dicks.
It's funny. Sorry.
touching the fire.
No,
touch it a
leg
little bit?
has multiple dicks.
They can do it.
And he can touch the fire with them as well.
Maybe kidnap.
You touching the fire with your penis.
Yes. Definitely.
Multiple ones
Definitely
like an
doing
echidna,
that.
but they're all corkscrewed like a duck.
God. Oh no. Pretty sure that's illegal under the Geneva Convention. Yeah, you
Don't forget the barbs.
You touch it and you feel a sensation like instantly burning.
Fun.
Fire, burn, flash.
And that's just the
Darkness.
STI.
And that's it. That's we're all dead. That's
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
Well, you guys went fucking willingly into your own deaths. Why are you the fucking winner of this one?
Again, Trevor's character lives.
Is it really living though?
Or is it just dying very slowly? Eventually, we're like
He's
one of us
still
is gonna,
Trevor.
one of us is going to play Korik. One of us is going to end up playing Wade, and Trevor's going to have like a new character every time we wipe. But all of us will end up playing Trevor's characters by the end.
Ulrich, you
What do I see?
appear just like, for as far as you're concerned, like instantaneously, you are standing next to this brass-looking gargoyle inside, sort of like, kind of like the mirror image of Sergei's tomb. Yeah, you are standing there in the in a space that you do recognize. You are looking at this from the other side of a barrier that's up those stairs just ahead of you.
Ah,
We did it.
we did it.
And then about 10 seconds later, Dave just sort of pops out of like empty space above the gargoyle. Brass gargoyle is what I was doing.
Bargoyle.
I portmanteaued
Bargoyle.
it into bargoyle and it didn't work at all.
That'll be a
Hey, Dave.
Bargoyle.
Hey there, boys.
And he just sort of like just appears in middle space and then sort of looks around, like all his eyes are sort of looking around trying to convey his current situation. And yeah,
I assume the room's fully lit up because I've got the sword on.
AF.
you turned the sword back on. That's right. You had the sword out when you were in the
I mean,
last
he
room.
knows we're here. There's no point fucking not. And sunlight's damaging him, so I may as well put it up as high as possible.
Armor
Get a
on.
tan.
Dave here. Sword out.
Tan.
Dick akimbo.
Then Wick sort of
Fresh armor, too.
pops out of the same
First
sort of
time
space
you actually
above
smelled
the gargoyle and just sort of lands neatly on his feet, like almost effortlessly, instinctually,
Like a raven, like a bird.
Like a bird.
Yeah.
like
He
a
always
rogue,
flies away.
like a rouge. And then Narlag comes through Dick first.
No!
Sorry. Dick's first.
Yes. Thank you.
Dick Prime comes through first, followed by the team of Quattro Penis.
The Giga Dick.
We almost had a spit take.
Almost had a spit take.
Narlag also appears. I'm hoping with penis in pants.
Penis.
I mean, it's in his pants. It's just poking out.
It's only mostly in his pants.
You guys are inside Strahd's tomb.
All right, let's look around.
Let's look around. So it's the same. You said it's a mirror image, so it has 3 alcoves and has thingy.
Look around. Look up.
Let's
up and
look in the
down.
alcoves. I'm gonna look in the alcoves
Look.
Is there?
Look,
Wait.
look.
because I don't want to touch his tomb.
Wait. We need to touch his toe.
Do we?
Yes. That is the first thing we need to do.
Well, okay, first thing we need to do is have Narlag try and study that brass gargoyle thing. The Bragoyle.
The Bragoyle.
Yeah.
Which alcove is that in?
Natural 20 plus 4.
Is that in one of the alcoves?
It's not in one of the alcoves. It's in the sort of center of the room. Well, not right in the center of the room. It's nearest to a sarcophagus.
He wants food.
Basically, as you're in the room, you're standing there. Like the ahead of you is you're standing next to the Bragoyle. Ahead of you is black marble stairs that head up to where the barrier is. Directly behind you is what you can only assume is Strahd's sarcophagus, and behind that there is 3 alcoves.
I want to investigate Strahd's sarcophagus.
I did an Arcana check on the Bragoyle.
And I want to look at the alcoves.
We're all doing something.
I would rather look at the alcoves than his tomb. I figure we can do that last. But
It's what we're here for. Literally what we're here for. Also, if we destroy it, that kills it.
does it?
That's how the other vampires worked.
Did it?
Did it?
Did it?
No. Which vampires?
The ones we fought in the Amber Temple.
No, we just staked them in
killed
the
them.
heart when they were still in their tomb.
No, we destroyed their tombs. That was how you killed
While
them.
they were in them.
Ryan?
I'm pretty sure you stabbed him and then wrecked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we actually destroyed their boxes.
Like, I mean,
Crates.
destroying it's probably a
Crates.
good idea. I don't think it kills him, but I think because
I do remember you guys actually having those like do the fucking.
The-
They smoked back into the crits, and then you
The
stab
thing
the fuck
says
out of
to
the
the place he
corpses
must
in there.
always return, which is probably his tomb. So it's a good idea to destroy it, but I don't think it'll.
Yeah,
kill
like
it.
vampires have to return to their sarcophagus.
Okay.
Or their crate.
What's going on?
We should set up a
Prioritize our
mechanism.
demands, Ryan.
Okay, so you were doing what?
Brag oil.
Brago. Okay, so
That was actually a natural 20 on the roll.
you're looking at it. It seems to have some sort of teleportation magic on it.
Given my awesome roll, do I understand how this teleportation magic works?
You know how it works. You saw him do it.
Okay, so like I can
You
figure.
fucking touch the thing. And
So I can figure out like from the runes how to like.
oh,
do
you
s-
want? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I want to understand how this works, so I can either disable the thing or like get us around the rest of the castle.
Oh, with the natural 20 there, this will get you back to the room with the brazier.
Okay, does it do anything else, or is it just like?
It's essentially it's essentially a terminal point for the brazier.
Okay,
Alright, so if we see these around the place, it's probably from the brazier.
yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
What were you doing?
Brom
The
the Fraser.
alcoves.
Okay, which one? We'll go left, center, right.
Center.
For something that you're so invested in checking out, you're not caring too much
Well,
about what you're doing.
I mean, how do you want me to say it? Center.
yeah, that would be better.
Okay, center.
I want some energy from you.
I
You're on about here, I
choose
need you on about
the
here.
middle of the three.
Okay.
It's got devils. Is it devils flanking a... It's devils, isn't it? Don't say anything if it's devils.
So which one?
It's
So
a
which one are
trap,
you looking at
isn't it?
first?
The middle one.
Middle one.
It's a trap, isn't it?
The middle one is a statue of Strahd. You've seen him before. This looks more.
Hold on, who's Strahd again?
He is in like full vampire snarl face. It's doing that whole like. It's,
Oh, he's the vampire. Got it.
Yeah.
like he's looking as a Dracula
Guy named
AF.
Strahd?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's basically he's doing the whole Dracula thing. He's doing the open mouth fang thing. Less campy, more actually fucking terrifying. Like you look at this thing, it's well carved. You could almost say that it was Strahd made of stone.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it Strahd made out of stone?
Roll investigate.
Is Strahd made out of stone?
That's 18.
Considering he's standing there with fucking glowy sword of death,
Yep.
probably not,
Okay,
because it's not seeming too effective.
got it. I had to ask.
Is that it, or just...
What you rolled investigate, right?
Yes, I got to... Wait, did I? I don't remember.
No, you didn't.
I don't think you
Okay.
did. You just said what you were doing.
Ugh. 12.
12. He's doing the whole thing where he's like got like a cloak and he's got that up against his chest and he's like snarling over the top of it. It's
Classic
it's
vampire pose.
very very fucking
Bella
classic.
Lugosi AF.
Yeah. This guy's the OG Lugosi. But yeah, that's what he got. It was basically he is covering up part of his body with his cloak in this statue form.
Okay.
What were you doing, Mr. Wick?
What's going on with the sarcophagus?
What's going on with the sarcophagus?
Let me investigate the sarcophagus.
Wick's going on with the sarcophagus.
I rolled an 18 to investigate the sarcophagus.
Okay. There's the sarcophagus there has
I say
a
sarcophagus more times.
the stone coffin
Scoffin.
has a likeness of Strahd drawn into it, but it looks like it was made before he went vampire. Like this is something that was carved in his likeness, basically, because they take a long time to make. They tend to make them
Well, they're still alive.
while they're still alive.
Morbid. It's pretty goth. I dig it.
Smoking cigarettes, sitting at a gravesite.
Listening to The Cure.
It's all carved out of like onyx or black marble. It's goth AF.
I dig it.
I reckon what we should do is set up a trap system, like that. If it gets, if there's any weight in his coffin, it sets off like a heap of wooden stakes directly into the coffin.
I open it.
Strength check, please.
Just a straight strength,
Yes, please.
not athletics.
No.
6.
No. You know that other eye, the sclera was still nice and white. That one's now popped as well.
See, I don't pass every check.
All three of you, please roll perception.
29.
Doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah. 13.
Somebody blew a dog whistle.
Okay. So 29 was the highest, was it? You hear.
Did anybody get? Yeah.
You hear. Just the sound. It sounds. No, it sounds a little bit like snake jazz. More Rick and
That was
Morty
Rick and
episode.
Morty. Yeah, it was Rick and.
I was trying to think about the reason why
Yeah.
I was going for a more Jason from Friday the 13th vibe, but
you hear something. It sounds a little bit like
blah.
no, like meat searing on a pan.
What? Is it me?
Oh no!
Hold on. It's me.
Hello, is it meat you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
It's not you. It's coming from behind and above you.
Wait, which way is he facing?
He's facing towards the center point of the room.
So he's facing away from the doorway thing?
Where's the noise coming from, Ryan?
Behind you and above.
What's behind me and above?
So you're turning around and have a look?
I turn around and have a
Okay.
look.
You see, pinned up against the back, like basically like in the real crook of one of the corners, is a female form.
I'm rolling initiative. Because I rolled this.
She's wearing a like torn up and soiled white wedding gown, with like gold tiara, and she's just like up against there, and she's just like you can see like flesh like bubbling on her face, and she's just like hissing at Ulrich.
Maybe she's friendly.
Wait, has she been in here the entire time?
Yes.
Really?
Is there a second sarcophagus in here?
No.
Huh.
I got 19 on my initiative roll.
Okay. Yes. Initiative rolls. If you're going to be doing anything about this.
I got a 4, Dave got a 15.
There's no way this is not an initiative thing.
I got a 13. Do we want to try talking? Do
No,
we want to say hi?
I
No.
mean, you're probably going to go first.
I only got a 13. Do
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see.
You're going to go first.
you want to say hi?
I want to say some words, but they're not necessarily high.
Is it have at thee?
No, it's cast.
It's like, fuck you.
It's
It's hold, vampire.
It's called casting protection from evil.
Congratulations.
That's a word.
You've now got 25 AC.
That's a wordy
No, that doesn't.
It's a
add
wordy
any-
one.
That doesn't actually add anything to my AC.
Oh, okay. Oh,
If I cast armor, that would take me up to 25.
that's your protection from mind control.
Oh, sorry. Shield from faith is the +2. Yeah, protection from mind control. I figured is probably a better idea than +2 armor.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Does this person have fangs?
Yes. Yes.
Well, she's hissing at you.
Yes. So
Hissing doesn't automatically mean fangs.
In here,
I mean, I've hissed at someone.
Yes, but were you in a vampire castle?
Were you magically suspending yourself against a wall?
I might have been.
I said magically.
You don't know my abilities. I might be an
You
X-Man.
can't look left. Right at the moment.
That's probably from magically being suspended.
Yeah, why did you do that?
That was not a point where you should challenge yourself. So, Wick was what? Sorry,
13.
13.
Have you updated me in there, or is it still Ren?
It's still red.
Why?
Rin's dead now.
Because
You think I'm going to die, and you're just going to wait for the next character? Because fair.
it's actually like a ridiculously large amount of fucking around to actually take out one person and put another one into this.
Okay. Can't you just edit the character?
Fuck off.
It's a ridiculously amount of effort to go in there and change the name.
I
of
literally remember it. The only time I ever remember it is when we're doing
it,
initiative
yeah.
here, and I do not think of it when I get home again.
Fair enough.
No, that's fair enough.
Uh,
I'm the same.
something. No, it only. It only
Like Nale got a 4 and Dave got a 15.
what you say?
Ooh, that you only
And
meant
Ulrich.
bad. Can't believe fucking Ulrich got a 19.
You roll the dice.
That's true.
It's,
Ulrich, you are up first.
I cast protection from evil.
Okay.
And I guess I move closer.
I think you have a bonus action as well still.
Oh, and I turn on my shield.
So bonus action for the shield,
full action for the spell.
full action for the spell, and moving.
And
Yep,
then move,
cool.
yep.
All right.
Yeah, well, I move between the... Basically, I move to get between her and them,
Yep.
so I'm protecting them.
Sounds good.
I'm assuming this room is small enough that he can do that.
And there's only her? Like, there's not, like,
That's the one that
20 behind her or something?
but she's pinned up against the wall.
Okay.
You should advance on her.
Dude,
I mean,
she looks like she's wearing a wedding gown. I'm pretty sure she's
You
taken.
wanted to talk to her, I'm just kind of making sure she doesn't attack you between then. So that's my turn anyway.
Okay.
What's up?
So it is her turn.
What's her name? What's the deal?
Her name is Bitch.
There's no need for that.
What if that's her actual name?
I mean, you know it's not.
What if it is?
But look, man, I don't want.
Look, if
I don't
s-
want to get into
Look,
this with
there's
you right
there's some random woman who's like standing in a corner in a tattered dress and hissing at me. There's all likelihood that she might have some kind of weird name like Bitch.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
now. Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
is going.
I mean, you're definitely wrong. It's a module from Wizards of the Coast. They're not naming a character bitch. Just straight away.
Fair enough. Fine. Madam Hissalotsky.
Well, okay, that's probably closer.
Yeah, that's probably a lot.
If you saw some of the sarcophaguses out there, it's probably closer. What you doing?
Serpenta Hissalotsky.
It's a G.I. Joe character.
Really?
Serpentor. That's a G.I. Joe
Oh
character.
no, I didn't know that. I never
He
watched.
was cloned from the DNA of like Hitler and Genghis Khan, and
Are you
Of
joking?
course he was.
I'm not joking.
It's
Oh.
Look
G.I.
up
Joe.
Serpentor. He was cloned from all the history's greatest monsters.
Turns out it's man.
Turns out it's man.
All right. She is going to leap off the wall, trying to slam bodily into you,
Okay.
and she's going to try and drag the sword out of your hand.
It's probably not going to work very well.
So
She
essentially,
has
she's doing a
disadvantage.
Because he's protected.
Because I'm protected
And
from
he-
against evil.
Ryan's gonna fuck my life.
See, I remembered
Look
to
at this.
cast the spell this time, and that's... Yeah.
All right. This is essentially a grapple. Essentially on the sword, but I'm going to roll my disadvantage. This is strength.
Well, you have to do an attack roll first.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh yeah, my arm is 23, by the way.
I don't think that matters.
I love how just how goddamn OP you are now. I mean, like, you were kind of OP before when it came to fighting undead, but still.
Okay.
Look, he's good at skill checks.
I'm good at being weird.
I'm good at fighting
Are you
undead.
though?
I'm pretty good at being weird. I'm not good at being good about it.
Okay.
You know how Kat is dodgy, but in a good way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, she'll tell you that there's puppies and kittens in the boot of her car. But you trust her. Because she's nice.
I'm not really following what's happening right now.
You wouldn't trust Narlag if he said there was puppies and kittens in the
I
back.
definitely would not.
I believe him. I wouldn't trust him.
You believe that they were some form of infant animal.
What happens next, Ryan?
Narlag, you see... Not Narlag. Ulrich, you see from your left-hand side a sort of tattered red sort of formal gown just sort of flying out of the right hand alcove, like right tucked up into the darkness of the top of the alcove.
It's probably a good thing I checked the center one then.
There's more vampires?
There's more vampires. My lower one was an 18, so 1825?
That gets...
Yeah. Essentially, your right hand and most of your upper arm and part of you is like wrapped up with this red, like tattered old red cloak. What you guys see is most of the room start to go dark. On the other side of that red cloak, you can see a. I'll get her description. I got the right thing. You get the tit.
Now, I know your instinct is going to be to summon something unspeakable.
Go against that instinct.
Just fight it. Just fight that instinct just for a little bit.
Hey,
You see a
I'm out of
gaunt.
spell slots.
Wait, doesn't she still
I'm
have to
out of my
grapple me?
ring spell slots.
This is just like
You don't know how happy
Oh,
that
it's just
makes
a wrap.
me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, it's just a cloak, not another vampire.
that's the thing holding onto the cloak on the other side of it. Basically, she fucking jumped out, holding the thing up there, and basically bundled around the sword. She's trying to block the light.
Yep, fair enough.
That I think that I don't need to hide that intention any longer. I think that's fairly obvious.
Why are they hiding the light, Ryan?
I don't know. Why would they be doing that? On the other side, you see basically in like an underdress, and it's pretty torn up and old. And so there's black and crimson silk underdress. She is again very, very gaunt. You can see
They would have been taking damage this whole time as well while
Oh, yeah.
we're in the room.
Yeah,
That was
doing
why
that.
you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
they were
okay.
blistering.
Ah, okay, I didn't hear that bit. Okay, cool.
And
That's
the
why
meat
you
sizzling.
heard the meat sizzling.
Ah, the sizzling. Okay, yes. Yep, okay, that makes more sense now. I forgot.
She's also wearing a like a necklace made of metal with a black opal pendant.
Dibs.
But yeah, she has taken the damage already, and if you see with that once that one's wrapped up, the third one jumps down and goes for Wick.
Hey, what did I do?
Can't believe
You
they still got you even with
went
this
for the...
I still get disadvantage on everything, no matter who I'm attacking. It's just an
No, sorry, just...
anything evil, isn't it?
It's on... So
just on him.
It's just on me.
Okay,
Hi. What's going on?
I'm not hitting you. I'll try with a second attack. I rolled the same fucking number. Yeah, she basically comes down like flailing at you with
What?
These new
Whoa.
dice are great.
with these like long clawed fingers. Dave.
Dave is going to irate the one that's currently covering Ulrich's arm.
Good idea.
Save his ass. That is a 3 and a 1. That's a dazing ray, so DC 12 wisdom and DC 12 dexterity.
Definitely passes the wisdom. What was the other
Dexterity.
one? Easily passes the dexterity.
Okay. Then nothing.
Wick.
I am going.
You have a vampire on you.
I have a vampire on me. I'm close to
Yep.
Ulrich.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna activate my Raven pendant
All right.
and cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
Oh yeah, because it's got that.
Yes.
I thought you gave it back to him. Or is this a different one?
This is his Raven
This
pendant.
is mine.
Oh,
It's my magic pendant.
nice.
So that's
Invoking
good.
the spirits of my ancestors for protection. So I cast Protection for Good and Evil on
Yep.
myself.
So it's essentially the same thing as
Same
the
thing
other.
as him. And I want to use my fast hands
Yep.
to use my bonus action granted by my cunning action to make a sleight of hand check, use your thieves' tools to disarm a trap, open a lock, or use the take the use an object action. I want to see if I can take the cloak off of his arm
Sure.
with my bonus action and my fast hands.
All right. All right.
With my fast hands.
fast hands. Okay. Let's try and do this like a contested strength. It's essentially trying
Not like
to
a sleight of hand check. Like a
Plus, she's using all her strength against me. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'll let you use your sleight of hand,
or
as-
even like would it even be like it's not an attack, but like getting like a
like taking a-
like a dagger and slashing across it or something like that. Would that,
That
be
you- that-
taking
that
a
I can work
tablecloth out from underneath all the stuff on the table.
with. Roll it like an attack though.
roll it like an attack?
Yep.
Okay. What's my attack with my dagger? Dagger. It's +9. Okay. I just thought that would be like this isn't an attack, but this is a
Oh yeah.
11.
I gotta say no. I think that's
I
a little
rolled
bit
it.
on the low side.
I rolled a 2.
Basically, you've caught a section of it, but it's just so low it's down near the hilt, and you see like a little peak of sunlight coming out the bottom edge of it, but not much.
I tried.
You did.
I tried, guys.
No, like that was cooler.
Narlag is gonna shoot the thing on his arm. I'm assuming that's a
That's
vampire.
his hand.
Yes, he's gonna.
Oh, the other end? That's his shoulder. Possibly his head. Depending how
I'm
far
gonna
it is.
shoot the thing that's hanging off his arm. With,
I got a joke.
with Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Ooh, so first one does not hit. That's
No.
a 2 + 7. That's an 18 on the other one,
That hits.
and that's 9 for damage.
Oh, you got total differences.
You roll in such a bizarre way.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's got different sets of dice. That made sense. Well, it took me a second to work out why he did it in a dumb way, but it wasn't a dumb in the end. All right.
Yeah, different
All
sets of
right.
dice. That way you don't get them confused.
They are
Okay.
pretty similar, though.
Yeah, they look cool.
okay.
Thanks, Mum.
As a bonus action. Where is it? There it is.
So that was it for your turn?
I suppose I could probably move closer to Ulrich.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yep.
Does that get to... Wait.
No, I think it gets a-
when you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon when I cast. So it's going to attack the one with the cloak on me.
Yep.
So 1d8 plus... Wait, on hit, when you cast a spell, you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet. Oh, so it's just a spell attack, which is a d8 plus my spell level, isn't it?
It's your spell modifier. You should have
Yeah,
that.
which is plus. Wait, that's a different.
It'll have it there.
Plus 7. Yeah. 15.
That hits.
So it's a d8 plus 3. Eight.
Alrighty.
And I
damage
think,
are
wait,
they?
is spiritual weapon, that's not.
I think it's force, right?
Yeah, it's just a standard. Force damage, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, just make sure.
Yep.
So that was your bonus action.
As my action, I am going to expel 5 charges of the holy symbol
Alright.
to cast sunlight.
Ah, beans.
Hey, there's the other thing that make her the light.
Yep.
How many charges does that thing have?
10.
total.
The sunlight's the most expensive one, but I figured given that they're trying to take away the sunlight, having
How
more
long
of
does that go for?
it's like 10 minutes or something. Wait,
Beans.
10 minutes.
Cool.
They're dead.
We're well prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have come bristling with the ways of killing vampires.
Well, the two ways.
I also had a breakfast of garlic sausage,
It was just garlic in a, in a pig skin.
and they're getting ready to pop right now.
Gas
Yeah,
attacks.
they're lucky I switched my armor. 'Cause,
we had a sandwich that had garlic sausage, garlic butter, garlic cheese, and
The bread was made of garlic. It wasn't garlic bread. It was bread made of garlic.
so
I have horrible indigestion, but we're ready for this fight.
My burps are vile.
So, from the amulet, which I would assume is around my neck,
I also had garlic sauce.
Oh boy.
there is sunlight for 30 feet.
What light through yonder dragon breaks? That's Shakespeare. That's Shakespeare just said.
Quoth the Rossum.
Two houses divided.
Oh, I love it.
All right. You got anything else? Anything else? Fucking.
I mean, I can't. That's
Some-
my
some-
action and a bonus action. I can move, but they're attached to me.
Yep,
aren't
they are. All right, so they now take damage again because reasons.
Haha, we have your sword.
Nuts.
How many more cloaks you got? Turns out they have more cloaks.
All right.
Just put like an entire cloak over the dragon.
Just cover him in a blanket.
It's like putting a blanket over a dog and watching it like. All right.
It's probably quite effective. I'd just be like,
Well, first one's going to try and claw you. Nope.
Now we're moving on to Plan B: kill Ulrich.
Second one. Nope. Why am I doing this?
Try and hit his
Nope.
ridiculously high
Third
AC.
one's going to be on Wick
Hey, what did I
because
do?
you're already there. There's a 1.
so I
That's
assume they're
7.
taking damage.
So still not enough.
Do
It
we
also
hear
has
sizzling again?
Oh yeah, you hear sizzling again. I took the damage at the beginning of their turn.
They had disadvantage on
Yeah, that's why. 17 and an 18. What's your AC?
that. 17.
So you
17?
can
Okay,
you just
so
get
that's
out
not
of like
equivalent.
a lawn
Bonus
chair
roll.
and just sit there and watch if you want. Like,
No, he's just going to sit on the steps and start shooting at them.
Drinking a martini, just I got this. You guys are doing great.
Just materialize as a rocking chair and just like starts strumming a banjo. Yep. Old doing vampires doing fucked up.
That's not. All right.
that's a useful amulet.
You take 11 points
No,
piercing damage.
no.
Sorry?
Piercing damage.
Slashing damage. Slashing damage.
Damage.
Pissing damage. That's when you got the clap.
Pissing damage. Gross.
Dave.
Dave's going to eye ray. And use that one this time.
Ba-da-da.
Okay, so that's 2 wisdom checks. DC 12.
Pass both.
Yeah.
Wick.
So right now, me and Ulrich are sort of shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
And one of them is attacking me.
The one sort of like bundled up over the sword cover, and the other one is trying to flail at him. But
I
that's
feel
not
like
the
we're
thing.
sort of like in a defensive position together, sort of huddled.
Yeah.
I just want it to not be completely fucking ridiculous when I put damage into the one that he's already attacked,
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
and not the one that's attacked me.
Yep. No, that's fine. That's perfect.
The fiction of that, I feel like I can make work.
You guys were both right near it. He jumped in front of you guys. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not hidden. So
Nope.
It's just a regular attack.
You do get sneak attack because
But it's sneak attack, but it's not hidden attack.
Yeah.
So it's +9. I'm going to attack the one that was with the cloak.
Yep, the one's also the most damage.
Fuck that one in particular.
12.
That misses.
Honestly, Wick, why do we
Shut
even
up!
Why do we even
Just
have
shut
you?
up!
Why do
Why do we
even-
pay you?
Why do you even exist?
Oh, beans.
Oh, that's not nice.
Hey, man.
Come on, justify it.
No, he's looking for what else he can do with his bonus attack.
There's nowhere to hide here, right? Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Hey,
No.
no. I'll use my bonus action again to try and... that was with my rapier, by the way,
Yeah.
that attack just sent. I'll try and do the bonus action again to free his sword arm.
Yeah, again, try and do it with a... That's a better roll.
That's a better roll.
better roll.
That's, was it a strength or a... It's a 17 strength.
It's just a roll. Like I said, roll it like an attack, which
Yep.
is fine. So essentially, you get your dagger and you basically like slice it down the length of this robe, and this light just bursts out of this now flailing.
The light, there was already quite a lot of light. There's now even more light.
Yeah, you guys are.
But now you can swing a sword.
Yes.
You might as well be walking on the sun. Do 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 do.
You know, somebody once told me...
Yeah. Let's stop. Yeah. Whose turn now?
It is Nalek's turn.
Well, the rolls start coming.
They don't stop coming.
That is a 17 and a 14 plus 7.
Sorry?
17 and a 14 plus 7. I think that's like 21.
Yeah, they both hit.
Nice. It's a 7 on the one that's on his arm.
7 total.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bad idea of her to like single herself out as the one for everyone.
Do they
to
get
attack.
double sun damage now?
It doesn't appear so.
I feel like they should.
Yeah, I feel like they should.
You can't really be more in the sun. You're either in the sun or not in the sun.
But it's like there's two suns.
We're not on fucking Tatooine right now.
Maybe we're on Tatooine right now.
No, we're on Arrakis.
We're on Arrakis, which also has multiple suns.
You don't get to tell me...
Shut up. Ulrich, it is your turn. And no, it just says if they're in sunlight, they take damage. They are in sunlight. It's more sunlight, but still sunlight.
Can I attack with my sword? How, like...
It's now free.
Okay, I attack with my sword.
I freed you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should be thanking us more.
This real sword.
No, that's enough thanking.
Yeah, yeah.
What do we chant? A real sword.
Sorry?
No. What about cursing? What about cursing a real sword?
Curse real sword. I could do that in an afternoon. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to assume that hits because I rolled 18.
Yes.
And yeah, okay.
And the numbers.
And then numbers.
And I'm assuming you have a positive hit chance.
Well, it's like positive 9.
That's really positive.
Positive 9.
Positive 9.
I'm not going to do this.
I'm
fun.
good.
Ryan, you suck.
Positive 9.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
why
you,
I do
Ryan. Thank you very much.
You could definitely get like a resonance going though. I feel like.
it. Yeah, I've really got to do one of the early starters on this.
So against undead, it's 1d10 plus 5 instead of 1d.
1d10.
Boom, shakalaka.
Aka.
Haka.
Eh.
10
10 damage?
radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Doesn't it do like an extra damage against
Yeah, I
undead?
thought so too. Wait,
Isn't it an extra D10, not like instead of D10?
wait. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay, I read that wrong. So the versatile makes
do
it
your
1d10.
two-hand,
So
yeah.
because I've got two hand. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's 1d10 plus 5, and then it's another d8 against. Yeah. So 1d10 plus 5, so that's 10,
Yep.
and then it's another 1d8, which is there, which is 2. So. And then
It's a sword for killing vampires. It's going to be a vampire killing sword.
I'm going to use the bonus action with the.
You have 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, I do. Thank you. I attack the woman again. I got to 18.
Yep.
15.
You bring your the sword down on this one and basically just like
The sun sword directly. Yeah.
sort of cut her in half to the point where you can see like sizzling like charcoal, not charcoal, like embered sections as you basically cut all the way through her, and the two halves just like fall to each side and just like sizzle away, and then they'll start to like dissolve into dust.
Gross.
Gross.
Is there,
Then I
like-
use the spiritual weapon on one of the others.
The one that's on you or the one that's on Wick?
Go with your gut.
I'll go with the one that's on Wick.
Yeah.
yay.
He does care.
Friends!
I care now.
I got to 10 though, so it's not.
That's enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
no, not a lot.
Is she like wisping like the rest of the vampires we killed, or is this like when we staked a vampire in the heart and it's like properly dying?
She's basically like on the like the remains of it hit the ground and like have gone to ash. You may have to actually like look at them properly to see if there's like smoking.
Might need to pee on it to make sure it because it's flowing water.
Oh,
I'm going to ignore that. Can we continue?
Can the vampires kill him now?
it is a vampire turn. First one's going to be striking on you.
With disadvantage.
Nope.
Yep.
And nope.
Because
The other
nothing
one-
can ever fucking hit you.
That's especially now. And on Wick, nope.
So the one that's on Wick, he's standing right next to me.
Yep.
So I get attack of opportunity.
Sure.
I rolled a 1.
I'm glad we paused for this. Dave,
Dave's going to I-beam.
which one?
The one that's on Wick.
Everyone loves you. Everyone loves Wick.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
really no
Dexterity and
point.
strength.
There's no point even attacking the one
Dex.
who's on me because
Ooh, actually
she's
fails.
not going to hit me anytime soon.
And what's the other strength?
Yep.
I think probably fails as well.
All right.
Yes.
So it gets hit by a cold ray for 3d6.
Cool.
Where did my d6s go? Alright, so that's a 6, and a 1. So 13 damage,
Damn, boy.
and gets pushed away up to 30 feet.
Well, I can't be 30 feet. There's
Well-
not that much room.
But you
It's
take
against-
damage though if she goes against something within. Doesn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just like a
So it's not like huge, like
it's not like slamming them against a wall. It's like a
Oh.
force push.
which is still kind of.
Wick.
So there's still somebody on me?
Nope.
No,
She's
she's been
against
pushed
the
away.
wall.
Dave was real nice, and like he blasted it with frost and then pushed it away from you.
Dave's my friend now. And I will, with like a flourish, and it's a cool sort of swing a rapier around, and try and stab the one that is on my good friend Ulrich in the neck place.
In the neck place.
In the neck place.
In the place.
Wait.
She's already got 2 puncture wounds there, so like aim for one of them.
or right between them.
Or right between
Make it
them.
look like
Make a third.
Make it look
one,
like
yeah.
a divide
Now
symbol.
let's see
Yeah.
if I can hit something.
Yes, you
That's
can.
probably gonna. Yeah.
So that is, yeah, a lot. Okay. It's D8 plus 5 plus those. Because it's sneaky.
You get 2 attacks.
This
He
is
gets
a-
one.
yeah,
This
he
is
gets
a-
one,
this is a
but with
silvered
all of his dice.
Rapier as well.
Yeah. So this is just all of your dice.
Well, I mean, it's not.
It's not all, but close.
See, 2 of those are ones.
Now, if you're a halfling, you could re-roll those ones.
Not those ones.
Oh no, yeah, it's D20.
10, 15, 18, 20. 25 damage.
25 damage. That's a good hit.
That's a damn good hit.
That's a damn good hit.
Like I stabbed in the neck and then I like flicked it upwards.
Yeah. There's just this spray of like dark red blood.
And then I think I do like the move where I sort of roll off of Ulrich and sort of like appear around the other side. It was
Yeah.
cool. For no reason, just because it's cool.
Because it's like, where'd he go? There he is.
Yeah.
Not like.
No, like he's going to Eldritch Blast, the one that got blasted by Dave. So that is a 6 plus 7. So that's
13.
13. Does that hit?
Nope.
8 plus 7, 15.
That hits.
Okay. 7 damage.
Strahd probably going to be a bit pissy of us killing these.
Ulrich.
High attack.
Yep.
18.
That hits.
2 attacks.
Yeah, I know, but
Might kill it in one.
Kill her.
Fair point.
It's good dice practice.
10.
10. 10 damage total.
Yep.
Have they been taking? They've been taking damage every round, haven't
Yep.
they? Damn.
20.
Natural 20?
Plus, yes, natural 20.
Damn,
Plus,
son.
So,
Roll the dice twice.
okay, so just the D10?
No.
All,
all
all
of
the
it.
damage
All
dice
die.
are on.
Okay, well,
Yep.
I will just...
Roll all
you
dice
and
twice.
you and... where are you? No, wait. How can I...
You just. That's a d12.
where's the D8? Am I just going blind?
Yes.
Wait. D10. I'll just use that
That's
one. So 5. Do I roll the plus... Oh, what? Sorry, does the plus 5 happen twice?
No.
Okay, so 5, 10, 16, 23.
23. Again, you cut through this one like a hot knife through butter.
I move over to the other one.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, and I
weapon?
use my bonus action to move the spiritual weapon to this one, or like
yeah, because
Yeah.
you either move or attack.
yeah.
with the,
So it'll
with
move.
that
No, you can move and attack.
Move and attack?
For the spiritual weapon, wait. As a bonus, you can move the weapon up to 20 and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet. Okay.
Oh, dang. I thought it was one or the other. I didn't realize
Yeah,
you
I
could.
thought so as well.
That was Thedron's jam.
Oh, dang.
7 plus 7.
Yeah, because he was
14.
kind of a pacifist,
Just
but he was
misses.
okay with something getting killed if it was his god doing it.
He was a complicated soul.
And you've moved up on her as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's going to try and hit you. Nope.
Try is the operative
Yeah.
word in that sentence. Broken.
See,
double 18s.
protection versus evil is what I should have been using the entire time we were here. Yes.
Well, I mean, like, you had a round.
24.
Hmm?
24.
It hits.
Yeah?
That was the lowest.
I rolled double 18s.
Nice. She'll hurt me.
Not that much. 9 damage. Slashing.
Oh no, you guys. I'm so dead, dudes.
Uh,
Oh no.
and, oh, sorry, she takes the damage from the sunlight. Dave.
I beams.
I beams.
I beams.
I went from 76 to 67.
So dexterity and wisdom.
Why not even bother? Sorry?
Dexterity and wisdom.
Dexterity passes, wisdom passes.
Dang it. Oh.
Wick.
A real curse.
I mean, you're
sword?
welcome to just start investigating the place. I got this.
I will come over to the other vampire and, like, hit her with a rapier
Okay.
that I have in my hand.
A real rapier? Sorry, stop doing this bit. It's a fun bit, but it's not our bit.
It hit.
It hit.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Is it the real good one?
No, it's not the real good one. If it was a real good one, I tell you, it's a real good one.
Okay.
It's like a 13 plus 9. So. Well, now all these.
That's a lot of sixes.
Oh.
That's, oof.
23.
23 plus 5. 28 damage.
You have overkilled it by 26.
I should have literally just...
Rapier is a stabbing weapon, but I'm imagining that was just like a cutting the head clean off sort of.
Yeah. No, you fucking magic bulleted with this fucking thing. You
Yeah.
like, stabbed in the side, and all of a sudden the blade pops out the other head, out the top of the head, and then spins around and like stabs it back through the ear.
Just to
I'm
make,
like looking at it and go,
just to
"What
make
the-"
sure, I stab her in the heart with the sun sword.
Sure.
Because, you know.
I'm like experimenting,
You kill stealing son of a bitch.
pushing the sword in and out and seeing it like, whoop.
Yee. That's a temporal space fucking whackery. Yeah,
To
you
just,
guys have
like-
solved my vampire spawn problem.
It's like just blood starts
Puzzle.
spurting. The puzzle of they attack us.
Da 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 da.
Thank you.
No.
No.
Yeah, it does get pretty easy.
All right.
That's what-
You guys have the room again.
Can we try to take a short rest?
No.
In Strahd's tomb, That's where you want to take a short
I
rest.
don't mean necessarily here, but like at some point in the very
I would
near-
like to soon, yes. 'cause
Open the sarcophagus.
well, we've got another
Manservant.
9.5 minutes of extra sunlight.
Open it.
All right, do you want to help?
Yeah, I'm helping.
That gives you
Ooh.
advantage.
It gives you advantage.
Okay, that's good. That's not good. I rolled worse, and I rolled a 5 to begin with, so...
All right, all three of us.
Alex turn to roll.
Okay, if all three of you are going to do it, I'll do a combined total. If you're all three of
Yeah.
All three of
that's
us get our
probably-
shoulders into it.
Probably
Yeah.
for the best.
or roll strength.
I got a 18.
I got a 17.
I didn't do as well. I got to 15.
That's fine. Between the three of you, you've got more than enough to sort of slide the top of this thing off. The
Bats. So many bats.
Just all the bats.
Okay,
Bat City, bitch.
The-
Bat
Like
City.
a fire hose of bats.
seems very direct. This marble top just hits the ground and it like cracks in half.
Fuck you.
Take that,
what?
Strahd.
Okay.
Not to you, to
Oh,
the
okay.
sarcophagus.
Strahd. This is what we think of you, Strahd. Yeah.
Inside, the actual space is about half full of just like this really loamy
Doritos
looking.
packets.
Jesus, clean up your tomb.
Turns out he was a D&D player the whole time. He's been playing 400 years of D&D and he's fucking...
Doritos packets and Mountain Dew bottles.
There's just no room for a body left anymore. There's just Cheeto dust. No, it's about half... Filled about halfway up with this loamy looking soil. You can almost see it like almost moving with the shapes of like corpse eating insects.
Have we got we've got bottles of holy water? Yeah.
I believe you stocked up.
Yeah,
with
we
holy water.
do.
Can we pour some holy water in there?
Sure.
Do you have the Sanctify spell?
I think I do, but it takes like 10 minutes to cast or something. I think it's... Wait, isn't that...
Heavens.
I mean, I'm just saying.
What's...
What am I going to do?
I'm gonna...
10 minutes time, everyone's just sitting there and like, I'm so fucking bored.
I'll investigate the contents of the sarcophagus.
All right. You sure do. That is graveyard soil at its fucking peak. It is dark. It's full of like these gnarled roots. You can see just moving below the surface. There's like centipedes and millipedes and things that look like scarabs, but not quite. They are
Carrion.
Sorry?
Carrion beetles.
Yeah, they're like carrion beetles. It's just like swarming with those
It's an
all the way
hour,
through.
Sorry.
It's
I mean,
you
if
would
we wanna
almost
take a
say
short
that
rest.
it was alive. This soil is alive.
Gross.
Probably more alive than Strahd is, considering he is dead.
Yes.
Is he?
Okay. Is there anything in there? Anything else in there?
No.
No body? No...
No.
Can we...
No
We know where his
inscriptions?
body is, and that you saw that physically leave the room about an hour ago.
Right.
Can we search the alcoves?
Which one do you want to search?
Is there anything else?
Well, I
in
didn't
the-
do a very good
in
job
there
to
except for
begin
the
with, so all of
sarcophagus, the alcoves, and the
You got the
Gargoyle.
The
gargoyle,
yeah.
the staircase, the barrier, the runes next to the gargoyle.
I thought that was part of the gargoyle. Oh, okay, yeah.
They're on the floor nearby.
I'll do the runes.
All right.
With the center one I looked at before,
Uh-huh.
was there anything other than the statue?
You rolled real bad. Want to have another crack at it now that the vampires are dispensed with?
Yeah, sure. I rolled better.
What is better?
So 15 plus...
What, is it plus?
Actually, it might be...
Think about this for a
Precision
moment.
is what we need today.
I got 17 on the runes.
What were you planning to do?
Is there a way to deactivate them?
Dispel magic would do it.
Thanks.
Otherwise, breaking runes. They're carved into the ground, carved into the stone.
Rewrite them so that they say, like,
Fuck you.
fuck you,
Rather than wall of warding, it's more like wall of warming. You just walk through, and it's like, ooh, they're pleasant.
Wall of warming.
-1, so I go to 14.
14. This time you sort of have a bit more of a peer around, and like, this is not like most statues, like the outside edge is pretty much all you see. There's no sort of like things cut cut in behind.
Is there something behind his cloak?
There is something behind his cloak.
What's behind his cloak?
Is it cookies?
Is it Dorito packets?
Is it a goblet?
It's his hidden stash of porn.
Ew.
Hold on.
I'm into it.
It's a lot of blood play.
Yeah. I imagine it would be.
No, the
I said it's just all blood.
For
basically
vampires,
he's got this cloak
It's just
held
pictures
up
of
like
blood,
this.
like in jars. That's all it is.
Oh, I thought you meant like pictures, like he's like drawn like the stereotypical like little drop.
No, just pictures of blood in jars. O positive. This month is O positive.
I just want to be my blood type.
Oh,
B positive.
positive.
The behind there, you can see there's a little section which has got a couple like little leather straps that are bound to the back edge of the cloak. Tucked inside, there is a thick tome. Take it.
Is it his diary? We just got
Dear diary,
we just got
day
his-
400,632.
Okay, I take it.
I can't do math on days quickly and easily.
you're doing pretty good on the amnesia session, though.
I did that math before. I had them written down, ready to go.
I take it.
All right.
And then 3 more vampires come into the room.
I don't think that's actually that big a concern.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you see what happened last time? They hit us twice.
Barely.
I
Barely.
took damage.
That
So
was
did
one
you.
of the hits.
Yeah, so did you, and yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
Actually, which I'm probably
to
gonna
start
heal right
smashing that rune with a hammer.
Sure.
What's in the left alcove?
Is that an angel? Are you an angel?
That space is actually empty. Well, it is empty apart from...
Was it just one of the vampires pretending to be a statue?
So was the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
So that thing before when I said something stupid about the one in the middle being actually Strahd, and you
That was the one that we were wrong
you
about.
were like, no.
Wouldn't that be funny, though?
But the
What?
other two.
But,
Don't ever change, Ryan. You're beautiful.
thank you. Roll perception.
10.
You notice that the stonework ends at the edge of the actual entrance into this alcove, and that it's just like loose soil within the alcove.
Is there anything like go up to the soil? What's in the soil?
You want to dig around in it?
Sure.
Okay, you sort of get down onto like your hands and knees, and just start like scraping this loose soil out, and you get about 3-4 feet down, and you hit flesh.
Stake it.
Well, I've got something better.
Stake it.
He's got I think he's got
I've
a sword made of sunlight.
I've got a sword made of sunlight. That's a little bit better than the stake.
Is it?
Stake it.
For killing
You can try it.
vampires, I thought they were about equal for killing vampires.
What kind of, like, is it moving flesh? Just like,
Slowly breathing.
This is that thing we were talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
before, where you stake them in their coffins.
Yeah, stake it. Though,
You guys came
Sunsword-
prepped for this, so yes.
Sunsword.
There's wood.
Wood, okay, wood, and then Sunsword both just start stabbing with all the things.
What do you realise? You've just been stabbing their upper thigh for like an hour with wood.
The thing right now, where you're like instantly, it has to be the sun sword. I need to do this for the sun sword right now. This is why you're never going to give up that sword.
I mean,
It's because of shit like this.
It's because I have a sword made of sun. Vampires go boom. Yes.
yeah. Just I get out all the things. I start.
You
stabbing.
basically like pull away enough to be able to work out where the abdomen and chest area is,
And then stab it.
Yeah, you fucking
stab.
just fill it so full of stakes, so full of stakes.
Is there a similar setup on the other alcove?
Yep.
We
do the
this.
same.
Yeah.
I tell you, I say, hey guys, see how there's all these stakes, and there was a.
You're setting up a little veggie patch
Yeah.
in this.
You're about to grow so many beans on these fucking 6 foot long fucking stakes he's driven into the ground.
I mean, one will suffice. Let's
well placed one.
Just
Let's
making
go with
sure.
one in
Just
the
making
proper
sure.
spot. Yeah.
Just making sure.
In the right alcove, same story. You dig about 4 or 5 feet down, and you find a reforming body.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll stake that.
Yep.
There was 3 of them.
There was.
Is there another?
the third one is.
Is there soil anywhere else?
Where are you going to be looking for soil?
On
In
the ground.
Yeah, yeah, like
Fair.
Oh, I'm the idiot, huh?
No, that was me realizing it was a dumb question.
well, okay, so Strahd's tomb had soil.
Yep.
Like, is there another body forming there?
You want to go digging into that? That sounds like a whole bucket full of nasty.
Yes.
I mean, can we just stake through it?
I mean, we have like shovels and things in our backpacks.
We would at least have a small shovel each.
Yeah,
You
like-
have a large shovel-shaped shield.
Yeah, I'd use that.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's him do that.
Okay.
I have a self-animating. So I can get the shield to do it.
I mean, okay. For just a second. We know Strahd's not in there.
Yeah, I know. Well, but where else is this third one going to appear?
Good point.
Is there more soil? Like,
That's why I'm
anywhere else?
asking, where are you looking for more soil?
As an aside,
Would there be
while
more
you're-
soil behind the thing? Like behind
Behind that
Wait,
Strahd statue.
wait, where was she?
There were 3 alcoves.
You're looking behind Strahd's statue. There is loose soil behind there.
Yeah, then do the same.
And yeah, same story.
Then
Dig it up,
stake 'em.
stake it. You've dispatched these 3.
We killed his wives.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
killed
It's
his wife.
police.
When you do stake them through, you hear them sort of shriek, and then just sort
He's
of
gonna be pissed.
dissolve
He's already kinda pissed
into
at us.
essentially where they to the point of decay they should have been had they died human.
Maybe we saved him some alimony payments. Take my wives, please.
They are basically all that is left is like the old rotting clothes that they were wearing and the various jewelries and stuff that I described earlier.
Take some of the jewelry.
How heavy does Strahd's...
Oh, actually, yeah. You described him like one of those necklaces,
Coffin.
like black opal or something.
Look,
I'm taking that.
Okay.
How heavy does Strahd's coffin look?
it's marble, yo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Full of
Yeah,
dirt.
I was going to suggest we take a short rest so I
Quite.
can telekinesis that and chuck it into the river.
Yeah, what if we destroy... Can we destroy...
No, we can't take a short rest here.
I
I
like your
didn't say here. I meant somewhere
I
else.
like
that's
your
a bit
idea of
safer.
destroying it.
Yeah. Okay. Just quickly, that book that you got off the statue.
Oh, yeah.
Let's crack that open and see what it is.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Is there something detailing his weaknesses in it?
I mean, I know it's probably what we're here for, but let's actually, I don't know, look at the book that we picked up. Just quickly.
I forgot I had. I was too busy.
Why don't I describe that? Thanks.
Yeah,
Cool.
you go
What
right
does it
ahead.
say, Ryan?
What does it say? What does it say?
Okay, you crack open to a page fairly early in it. The extract you read is, "I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings..." fuck, this is written in cursive. It's really fucking hard to read. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. Fuck off. Seriously.
You know there'll be websites that'll have...
Fuck off, seriously, man. This book is confronting.
I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered... Fucking hell.
You zoom
I thundered across the land like the... there we go. How about I just do this? You read this bullshit.
The person who can actually read cursive.
Strahd.
I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just God. But the
war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand.
Oh, you
I just googled Strahd diary.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't say it in a cool
Say it in
Oh,
the-
well, I can't do the voice. Do you want to do the voice with the actual words?
Also, so you can actually read them.
Yeah, so you can read them.
We should do it paragraph by paragraph.
Wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All,
Like the days of our lives, like suns through the hourglass.
all goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled into the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God. But none of a God's grace... But with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here, to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. Man, Strahd's a dick.
Yeah.
From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called Perfection, Joy, and Treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her. Elder and brother also.
Oh no, she friend-zoned him.
See, I imagine he's reading this exactly like he's reading this in the tomb, and Strahd's listening, and he's like, "You dicks."
Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With
Yada yada yada
yada yada
Turn into a
yada.
vampire.
Kill me with this thing. No.
Yeah.
With words she called me brother, but then I looked into her eyes and they reflected another name. Death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me. So I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. Jesus.
So he got old.
I would not be called death.
Start doing this in Trump's voice.
I can't do a Trump voice.
I'll do it.
Oh god. Oh god.
They have the best words.
China.
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 Oh god.
I made a pact with Vol. No, I can't do
No,
that. That was a terrible
No.
voice.
Yeah, and he can't read anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Ryan, you want to finish it off?
Where we at?
So basically,
I got it.
he got pissy because he was old.
Yeah.
She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with Vol. A pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood, his divinity. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. I was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead. Forever.
In my skin.
I have studied much since
We've done
then.
this once already.
Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and the light I fear the most. But little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me. Fuck. Though it holds me from movement. But the sword, the cursed sword that Sergei brought. I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much too about this land of Barovia. Ancient are its ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of the simple folk of the valley. An ancient saint dwells within this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. I visited the swamp fane, the forest fane, and the mountain fane, and claimed their power for my own. Their servants now serve me, and thus I have become the land. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to have her bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair.
Okay.
So stake paralyzes him. He does
Although
love
good
a
luck getting a stake in him when...
He does like a good garlic steak. As established, garlic is his weakness.
Oh boy. You're like,
But the Sun Sword is his actual weakness.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is probably what we're looking for. Prophecy-wise, we got this. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
you were gonna go ham on the fucking the runes.
Yeah, I was going to start scratching it away at it and see if that destroyed the...
Get an axe.
You said hammer.
Well, I said destroy it. But yeah, okay. With a hammer, I'll start beating away at it.
Yep.
Wait, what runes?
The runes carved in the ground that control that barrier.
Or we can try and magic our way back to that teleporter room. What do you guys reckon?
Magic didn't... I mean, try break the runes.
Alright.
Is there nothing else in here?
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna fucking corpse loot those 3 bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, from one you get a gold tiara and 10 gold bracelets. The second one you get a black and crimson silk headscarf that's sewn in with precious jewels. A metal necklace with a black opal pendant. The third one you get a platinum mask that's sort of vaguely shaped like a skull, and a set of 10 platinum rings with gemstones.
Dibs on the platinum.
Sounds expensive.
Can I roll Arcana on
Chuck
that
it all
mask
in a bag.
before you...
We'll figure it out later.
Before you actually touch it, can I roll Arcana on that mask? And on that necklace?
Are you thinking some Harry Potter bullshit?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it is
Four cruxes.
Hey. Separate rolls or same roll?
Because they're on
Separate rolls.
ores.
Which is first?
Mask. So that's 16 on the mask.
Not magic.
Alright. And on the necklace, that is a 23.
Also not magic.
Okay.
Let's
Cool.
chuck it all in a bag.
Yeah,
Dig-
we'll
yeah.
price it and divvy it up for the group.
Put the mask on.
Bitch.
Do you know what happened last time a character just fucking gearing up with all the stuff they found? They died and became a vampire.
Yeah.
Those two things weren't related.
We don't know that. We very specifically don't know that.
Yeah, so you bag everything up and go. What did you roll for that hammer time on the
I got a 14.
14?
Is that plus my proficiency because I have a hammer, or nah?
It's an attack roll. So
Oh,
plus-
okay.
It's just a standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want me to help?
I mean, if you would like to help, that'd be really good.
Yeah, you basically you go like
I'm going tap, 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 tap,
Get
tap.
your axe or whatever.
Yeah, I got me Blinsky axe.
all right. I think fucking Axeman over here fucking do it.
I also have a crowbar. Probably use a crowbar to just pry it up.
Damage, just straight damage, or do you want
Just
me to hit?
Just roll a hit just in case. Just in case you miss.
In case you miss. Don't miss.
25?
I think you could. Roll damage.
You didn't miss-
you don't have like
You didn't miss the floor.
You well, this more specific spot on the floor. You can hit. Anyone can hit the floor.
So 10 plus 3.
It takes a real man to miss.
You sort of bring your axe down in the middle of these runes and put like this massive sort of gash like straight between all of them. You see some like the actual like arcane energy sort of flow from their pooled reservoirs of these runes into this new like scar through it, and then it's sort of the light just sort of like fizzles and like shudders a little bit and then dies down. And you hear this sort of sound like someone's burst a bubble, and you feel this like this rush of different air come into the room. So now you got that
Still
pungent.
think we should booby trap his
Just pour some holy water in there.
Before we do that, though, I'm going to take a small sample of his grave dirt. No, I know what you're thinking, but this is for scrying purposes.
for what? Oh, to give to what's his name?
Yeah, because if you
It's probably a
have
good idea.
an object that belongs to that person, like a very personal object.
Like his diary.
Oh, like his diary will definitely help, but like the more we have, the better it'll be.
I'm sure you
As
could-
he's doing that, I start
Use-
pouring holy water
Yep.
all
Yeah.
around that.
Um,
I just need a small bag. That's
the
it.
whole thing's just sort of like bubbles and sizzles, like you've you know when you've got like a pan of like oil and it's like hot and you accidentally put some water in it.
Yeah.
And we get some dead fish and we sew them into the bottom of his curtains. And then we short sheet his coffin.
And then we get
And I take a dump.
we get no, you get
You
a
upper
paper,
deck his coffin.
you get a paper bag and you put dog poo in it and then you set it on fire and just outside of his coffin and then when he comes out and steps on it he gets dog poo everywhere.
Why do similar? But inside the bag is a small vial of holy water.
Yeah.
So he gets out and like, oh god, my foot!
You kids!
Curse you!
Everybody like knows about that trick, but I actually met a kid who did that one time. Like
I mean,
the
it would
dog
work.
poo in the flaming bag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got in so much trouble for
Yeah,
it.
well,
Yeah,
'cause
you're
you
lighting
can
a
set-
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the police actually rocked up to his door.
yeah,
It's-
because you
it's
could have
arson
set the
and
house.
vandalism.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. There's a lot of things wrong with it.
But yeah, you no longer see that sort of ripple effect on the at the top of the doors.
Okay, I know we have every temptation. Gentlemen, I know we have every temptation to steal as many things from here as possible. But we're going to come back and kill Strahd later. We can steal everything in the castle then.
Your speech gets
I
interrupted by
think
the
we should run away.
tolling of a heavy bell.
See ya!
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Yep.
Although, just before we leave, I get one of the wooden stakes, put it like facing upwards in his coffin, and then I run.
Good one. That's a good one.
Question.
There's like forms around the stake. It's like, they got me again.
Those kids!
Before we start running, there is another way out of here.
Through the window.
Through the teleporting or through the window? Which one?
We don't know where the teleporter goes. Window.
Okay, window. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going back out the way we came.
Okay, let's go.
You're gonna yeet yourself out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
Yeah.
we have to go into that room around the statues because we don't know exactly how.
We were fine going through the statues.
No, yeah, we were fine going through the statues.
What could possibly go wrong? Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Let's recklessly leave.
You walked straight through the statues and nothing attacked you.
Okay.
Okay.
Running, essentially, I'm guessing. I guess you guys are fucking cheesing it.
like the bit
Wasn't
in
it the King and Queen's
yeah.
room or whatever it was?
Like the bit in Lord of the Rings when the Balrog's coming and there's the big scenes where they're running through Moria.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Is there a giant flaming shadow bat flame coming for us?
Oh, if it's still within 10 minutes, the thing's still going as well. The sunlight from there, but yeah. Anyway.
Okay, you guys are running through the through the
Anyway.
catacombs, and these things are now lit up. Like you can see every nook and cranny. You can see the pools and pools of guano that you guys have been trudging through, going through that place.
I'm so glad I can clean my clothes with prestidigitation.
You can see basically like every one of those sarcophagus crypts. You can then see like long shadows cast from them across the room from basically you fucking you Rainbow Bride over here,
Yep.
fucking running through the place.
Rainbow Bright, that's a good name.
You make it to the top of the stairs and start running down them. Who's going first?
I mean, Narlag is going
Wait,
to
downstairs? What?
Narlag's going to try running through first.
The stairs to where that room where the parents were. That would where you originally came up them.
Oh, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
realize. Okay, yep.
And halfway down is where those guardian statues were.
Okay. Yeah, do you want me to go first?
I mean, like, Narlag wants to be going first. But
Okay.
Narlag
I
wants
mean,
to be.
You guys would run quicker than I can because I can't run as quick in the armor. Yeah, but
Okay, so you're running down first, are you, Nalak?
Sure.
because I think I'm 5 feet.
You make it down to the guardians. Let's go check the thing.
And they kill
Lawful
you.
neutral.
You get between those two guardians, and then what you guys see is him disappear,
No. See, I thought.
and then pop back into existence about 5 feet behind you.
Okay, drop anything we took.
Just jump. We go around the way we. Remember, we went around them.
I went around them.
Well, you then go that
All
way.
right, yeah, you try going around them.
Try going around.
All right, just give me a
A shimmy.
yeah, it's just shimmy.
Actually, fuck it. I'm going to run through
It
it.
doesn't need much. You
Yeah.
use the shimmy behind.
I mean, he appeared back quite quickly.
Hey,
didn't he?
hey, calm down.
We can create unlimited inertia using this.
So that's his plan. What's your plan?
I'm going to try and run through.
Okay, you run down there. You reach the point of the Guardians, and you just move on through.
I turn around and go.
Can I
And then
try
I
and
keep-
jump over it?
Sure.
Yeah, all right, I'll try.
Run. You take a run down those stairs. You do the fucking Joker fucking jump a couple of little spots down there. Why not? And then
Don't be gross.
why?
I don't know what that is.
It's from the movie Joker.
Roll me athletics for a good old jump.
10.
Yeah, it's certainly a jump. You leap, and you guys basically see him leap, and then halfway through just disappear, and then appear again at the top of the stairs, mid-leap.
I haven't taken anything.
Can you give me a dex save?
Probably based on.
The statues don't like you.
22.
You save. Yeah. You manage to you leap, and because you're fucking leaping at the top of stairs, you fall a little bit further than you imagined, but manage to keep your footing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and go around them.
They only work one way.
All right, give me a athletics to sneak around the side.
15.
Yep. You sort of wedge yourself through and shimmy through and work your way around.
Thus far, Wick hasn't been tested by those statues.
No, he hasn't. And make it through to the other side.
Okay, let's keep going.
So apparently they like good. Well, lawful
It literally only lawful good get through there unimpeded.
Good. Ah.
Coming down the stairs.
Right.
Oh, the other way was.
Other way,
yeah,
doesn't matter
they
whatsoever.
Don't give a shit.
I made you guys go through that test just to see what you guys would do. But it's a one-way
Yeah.
passage. Strahd can't go to visit his parents.
Fuck Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Strahd. I hope he.
I mean, I
sits
thought
in
there
his
was
coffin.
a reason that the coffins were completely undisturbed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hope
That's
he
what I think
sits
it
in his
was.
coffin and doesn't see the stake.
I don't think that'll happen.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you manage to put that at the wrong end of the thing. I know he's sort of aimed it to put it right about
Staked in
past
the dick. My boys.
Oh no!
I mean, that's
Doesn't matter.
It's still going to make him stationary. He's not going to be able to move.
Doesn't matter. We killed.
Just got, severe gonorrhea level fucking pissing pain in his dick the entire time.
We killed his wives anyway.
not to mention there's.
Well, if you guys did, the syphilis would have.
All right.
Actually, that's a funny thing.
Next question.
Nothing in the D&D monster manual is immune to diseases. Nothing.
He is.
He is.
Except paladins.
Next question. How do we get down?
Rope.
Yeet. Fly. Fly?
No, I'm out of spell slots, and I used my last ring slot.
You can leap out oh shit.
We didn't really plan this part, but
So-
climb down the rope. The rope's
I
still
mean, to
there.
be honest, we kind of didn't think we would survive. So.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I made the joke of just pan out, explosion, bodies flying out.
one of our escape plans was using Trevor as a teleportation dude, and he was just gonna
I imagine one of the boats is gone.
Actually, I can go down if you jump out. If you die, as long as I get to you within a minute, I can revivify you.
or I could just use a rope.
The ropes are still there.
The ropes are still there.
It's up to you. This might be funnier.
I'm gonna shimmy down the rope because it's easy to shimmy down a rope.
Okay.
You guys have extra ropes, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tie you off. I'll stay up the top.
it
and,
should be a lot easier to go down than up.
Yeah, gravity does that.
I'll hold on and be braced against the window frame sort of thing while you guys are climbing down. So if you slip, I can hold you on the rope. So I'm sort of I'm picturing either a foot either side of the window frame, sort of braced, and I've got the rope sort of thing.
Is there
just
still
to-
I was
gonging
thinking
noises?
you tied one rope to
The
the other and
charming
sort of
has
just got to the
finished.
bottom. And, Like,
You've reached
let
down,
me
down,
lower
to the, down to the base of the space where that stained glass window was. Fucking.
So we're only just hearing like a bell toll, right?
That's done now.
Is there like shaking and rocks falling, or is it?
No,
Okay.
it was just a.
A timer appeared and it's
we only
counting
took
down.
his diary, like his emo diary. It's
You
not
also
gonna...
fucked up his. The tolling
Oh, yeah.
started after you
Oh, yeah, I
like
forgot about that.
you
We-
unsanctified or
his,
re-sanctified his whatever.
Desanctified.
Yeah.
Climb down.
As you sort of head towards the window, that open window, you see that there is just wind is whipping rain inside this space. It's almost fucking sideways. You hear the constant rolling and clapping of thunder, and you're seeing the flashes. Like the weather is gone.
we could live here.
Yeah. How about we stay here at least for an hour?
He can't come in here.
He can't.
Oh yeah, good point. Other things can.
Well, yeah. What would be able to reach us here? That's not a vampire.
Bats.
They have to be lawful good though.
Well, they can come in through the giant open window.
Oh yeah, forgot about the window.
Let's go. Hey guys, let's. Hey, you
Well,
guys?
yeah, but
you guys.
how?
Hold on. You guys stay here. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna fly out in that.
gone.
You're gonna go fly out in that thing. Okay, you fly out in that high winds.
Yeah.
I wonder how the elemental's doing.
We don't want to.
We don't know what's ringing that bell.
Yeah. Okay, how we get
Climb down.
in this wind?
All right, stay here then. This can be the end of the adventure.
Let's go.
Fucking what? What are you even talking about? Like the next,
okay,
the
let's
next
try.
thing's dangerous.
Let's try. How
Let's get dangerous, motherfucker.
I'll step
Who's
out.
going down first?
I'll try and step out.
Yeah.
How heavy's the wind?
It's fairly whipping around. It's good. It's basically just going to make the target numbers you need for climbing a fair bit higher.
Or just stay here.
I have an idea. Can we tie Ulrich off, lower him down, tie another piece of rope, and then like have him belay, basically have him lower the rope down?
I see what you mean. So, like essentially daisy chain down. Wait, no. How does that work?
We have a rope ladder that is tied off at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we'll use the fucking rope ladder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's been there the whole time.
yeah. We'll use the fucking rope ladder because that was an easy thing that we should have realized was there. Thank you.
I knew it was there.
I
He
forgot.
just doesn't need it.
That's why, that's a thing. And also, we have somebody at the top now, and I can be holding on just in case you slip, like when you guys slipped last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never slipped.
You slipped in the transfer from the between the rope ladder and the actual window in that section where you actually had to hang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that never happened. All right, so let's go.
How do you propose to climb from window to rope ladder? Because I've got a really good idea. That
I lower
I'm not
him-
going to tell you.
I lower-
I think it'll be fucking great.
I lower him down by
Do
rope.
do 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 do. I think just tie off a rope and just jump and swing down into the underneath.
Yes, do that. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, you
literally
mean,
tie it off and leap out and
that-
then let the fucking.
Was that Cliffhanger?
I believe that. That's
That was the
it's-
Stallone movie, wasn't it?
I think it's in a Mission Impossible as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it. It'll be great. Or be a pussy.
Just think about it some more.
Fuck it. What are we tying it to?
Wick.
One of the sarcophagi.
It's like stone window frames and
Yours.
stuff.
The lightest thing in the room.
I'm holding onto this rope. You're wait.
While we're still here, I send Dave down to the boats.
Yep.
Yeah. Does Dave see the boats?
There's a boat.
There's a boat.
Did we
Yep.
leave anyone?
Alright.
I can't remember if we took anyone else and we left them with the boat or something.
No,
Nope.
we didn't.
Okay, cool.
Are
yeah.
both the boats there?
No.
One is.
One is.
So why he's gone? I imagine he would have to go through that trap as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun.
Or he teleported directly there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has that ability.
Yeah, that's true. He does. All right. So we lower him down so he reaches the rope ladder, and then he go.
Well, no, I was going to jump
He's
out.
he's,
wasn't I?
he's using the worms physics.
Yeah.
The ninja rope.
As long as we're tied to something very, very strong.
All right. We tie it to the larger of the sarcophagi because that probably weighs 100 tons.
Sarcophagi are girls.
And I jump.
Yep. All right.
You die.
I don't see this being any roll because
No, there's no roll. This is just
Yeah.
physics. The only roll is essentially
you gotta grab it at the
grabbing. Give me an athletics check for grabbing hold of the rope ladder on the other side.
Nat 20.
You grab hold of the rope ladder on the other side.
Like a bitch, yeah.
Like a. That was not the description I was
I don't
expecting.
know. Like a...
Like a
Like,
boss.
like
Yeah.
a person who does rope stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like a person who's good at holding on to ropes.
A rock climber.
A rock climber.
None of us
I
were
don't
good at
know.
this.
No.
None of us did well.
Hey,
Like a
None of us
boss.
did
Like
well.
a boss.
Like a boss. There we
Yeah,
go.
like a boss.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That was the
you-
word I was looking for before.
So you're
what I said.
you are now attached to the rope ladder by your hands and feet.
Climb down.
Yeah. I start climbing.
You still okay?
Well, you're holding on to the other side of the rope now? Or?
No. You said you tied it off to a sarcophagus.
Okay, so I'll have to untie it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
What you guys see is basically the rope all of a sudden goes slack.
Yep. We'll pull it back
You don't
up.
know why.
Tie you off.
You don't know whether
I slowly lower myself down. Well, or at least I try to get Wick to slowly lower me down because we're sane people.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that was cool. Do that.
No.
Okay, so you are lowering down, and you're basically teetering out from the cliff edge, about a good 10 to 15 feet away from the cliff face.
Yep.
You can see Ulrich climbing down the rope ladder, but yeah, there's a bit of a distance there, and you're just sort of like dangling free in the air.
You need to like monkey bars the rope ladder across to the other one.
All right.
Swinging.
Yeah, like, using swinging and,
Why do I keep on suggesting cool things to do here? You guys gotta be on the fucking game.
Well, I was going to say...
I mean, Ross did suggest...
I was originally going to say, like using swinging and, like, the ledge to, like, push myself to be able to get onto the ladder. I do that.
Yeah, athletics, please.
No worries. So, 7.
It's swinging. A fucking 4-year-old can do it. 5. Fine.
Okay.
I fly down.
Yeah, I know you fly down. But yeah, you
I'm
get
assuming
hold
this is after detaching the rope.
Can you both give me athletics checks for actually climbing down the rope ladder? Because that's not particularly easy.
Now I roll a
Bad.
Not far off. 3. So
I got 3. I got 3.
10. I got to 10.
I got 3.
We both rolled a 3, but I got to 10.
Kids at home, please remember to specialize into athletics.
Okay,
I'm glad I got
Wick,
to 10.
you are flying. It's. Give me a dex save because it's fucking windy.
If you're within 30 feet, you get...
Does my dex save change when I am a raven? I think it does.
Yeah, I think your mental ones stay.
Oh no, my dex becomes a +6.
Okay.
Okay. It's got it there. Ravens have their dexterity saving throw. Yeah, it's good. 22.
You're good. But it's an effort, but you're managing to sort of not get flung away by the winds. What you see is Narlag lose his grip while climbing and start to drop on the way, collecting Ulrich, who loses his grip and also starts falling. They are dropping.
Okay.
Can we get a dex save, or...?
Can I have a flight of 50 feet?
Tell you what, let's just quickly do this in an initiative order setting.
I got a initiative of a thing.
With stuff? I got 9.
I got an initiative of 21.
I got 13.
Oh, sorry, 11.
11 for Narlag, is it?
Yep. Should I put Dave in or just leave him?
I don't think there's going to be much you can do in this situation. He's too far.
I mean, he could be at the bottom and we could land on him.
Well, there's always that option. Wick.
Telekinesis rays.
Actually, that is a viable option. So maybe he should be in initiative. Yeah, unfortunately, paladins don't get many spells that help with this kind of thing.
I've got a flight speed of 50. I'm going to, as I see this, dart.
Yep.
Lower down onto the rope ladder.
Yep.
as a bonus action, so I'm sort of trying to like judge it. So if you want to roll for whatever, but this is what I'm thinking: swoop down to lower down on the rope ladder. As a bonus action, revert to my human form.
Yep.
Try and grab them.
Okay.
So like hook one arm and try and grab them as they're falling.
Okay, give me an athletics.
I don't know if a swoop is faster than them falling.
Give me an athletics
Yep.
to grab the rope ladder.
How far are we falling?
Very far. Onto jagged rocks.
It's like 100 feet.
But I'm like, the other thing is that the thing I'm sort of going is sort of try and hook them and bring them into the rope ladder for them to sort of catch it. So
Yep.
I'm like, whatever.
Yep. That's
so
for you grabbing hold of the rope ladder.
yes, that's a good one.
Yep. Now give me a strength check.
Not an athletics one? You sure it's not an athletics one? I think it
You know
might.
what? I can give you athletics. Who are you trying to grab?
Ulrich.
Ulrich, can you also give me an athletics check?
Bye, Narlag.
Well, you're on him.
That's true.
What did I roll?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll it again.
Yes, please.
It's a good one. That's like, it's a 24.
24. And what did you get, Ulrich? Sorry.
18, I think it's.
Okay. So you two basically like lock hands, and as he's sort of falling past, you manage to sort of swing Ulrich towards the rope ladder. Now, if you two can give me a combined athletics.
14.
That's a bad one.
9.
Okay. You basically grab hold of Narlag's leg and sort of swing him towards the rope ladder as well. At this point, he's now upside down, and your grip is not that great.
And neither is mine.
You basically managed to like slip at the sort of the apex of this arc and slam him into the cliffside and lose his grip. He's basically now just tumbling. I will give you 6 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
Oh.
And it's your turn.
I can't do anything aside from try and grab onto the rope ladder again.
Try it.
Try it. Just do it. Just grab it.
I try and reach for the rope ladder again.
Just mage hand
What
it
am I
towards
rolling?
you.
Athletics.
19.
19 flat.
Yep.
Okay. You, with one hand, sort of grab hold of one of the wooden rungs of this rope ladder, and you feel tendons in your shoulder like popping and tearing.
I know that feeling. Stop describing it, please.
And you feel like the sensation, like the right side of your neck's not going to be able to turn properly for a while.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's me.
But, sorry, I will. You take another 5 points of damage.
Oh.
But you've arrested your fall.
I'm not doing so good, guys.
You
Look,
die.
as long as you're alive, we can heal it.
That's true.
I will say that the rest of the climb down is
And to be honest,
Slow.
even if you die, we can probably heal that too, as long as I don't die.
Well,
Wow.
that depends. That depends. Because if I receive... I think it's...
Okay, as long as you
do
die and I
does it
get
have
to you
be
within a
equal
minute.
to my amount of health in negative, or does it have to be equal to half my health in negative?
I forget what total death is. It's either half or the same amount again. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I thought it was half.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
If the situation comes up,
you're dead.
I will look it up.
Yeah. Because I've got 35 health. If I take, 70 damage, I'm probably dead.
Yeah.
Revivify doesn't matter, I think.
Revivify is just in the space of time after
Yeah.
you die.
Yeah. You return to life with 1 hit point. As long as you've died within the last minute.
Fair enough.
And that's this week's episode of the Sunday Sessions. You can email the crew at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Isolated City Gaming. And if you like what you hear, tell a friend. We're available across a lot of platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and on YouTube. Just search for Isolated City Gaming or The Sunday Sessions. Catch you out there.